shit.
Yeah, that's my boo.
That's weird, but doesn't matter. All right, everybody, welcome to today's session. Azura's currently off at the bathroom shitting, but for everyone else, they're all present. So this is session number 9. We've been going pretty strong and with no intentions of stopping. Today's session should be fun. We are missing one of our members, Jorson, who will be absent for today's session due to family stuff, but everyone else is present. Before we start today's session, I figure we go off with a little recap. So yeah, I'm going to ask each player to tell me one or two things that they remember from last session, except for Summy, who wasn't present for her own demise. So I'll go to Ethan. Ethan, what do you remember from last session that happened?
So, from what I remember, we made it back to the city, faced the army of rats and their technologically advanced cannons that seemed to rip apart some of our members. But then, as we escaped, we met up with a group of bandits, and now we're making deals and understanding conversations with each other to see where we're going to move next. Seemingly out of danger, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, all right. What about you, Flame?
Um, I remember getting on my knees and praying and turning Summy from the light to the darkness, and the party not being fine with that, and I don't think they trust me anymore. So there's that.
Okay, all right, yes. Flame made a pact with what appears to be some kind of shadow entity in order to bring back Summy, Tacitus character, or Tacito, who had died in the battle with the rat people. So we'll see how that's going to proceed and what's happened to her. That's where we'd left off. Everyone was coming down from their long rest, and they found Tacita seemingly alive now, but also seemingly different. And then we have Azura still not back. Okay. I think that pretty much covers it. So you guys now have to make decisions in regards to what you want to do next. But I believe, was it Andre who came up on Tacita?
Yes, that is true. Andre came down first. I guess none of us woke up yet.
All right, cool. So now we are back inside the tavern. It's not really a tavern, more so like a housing spot that exists within. Hold up, let me just do something real quick with these character models. Did you make Tacita darker?
Yes.
All right, I'm not mad at that. All right, so let me just pull up the map so everyone can see exactly what it looks like. And then from there.
Because now I'm literally dark.
Okay, all right. So now we are back at the Gullet, which is the hideout. And now that we are here, you guys are residing in one of these buildings. You guys have just spent the night resting. You've woken up, and Tacita is now currently downstairs, and Andre has just come up on her from behind. Not in a sexual way, but y'all get what I was trying to say. So that's where we're going to resume. And Andre, I'll let you take it away.
Tacita, are you okay? I thought we lost you. I made a deal with a dark goddess to bring you back, and well, I hope you're fine with it, but it was the only way of bringing you back.
I don't really remember what happened. I just remember dark. Lots of dark.
Do you remember seeing a blast of green light descending upon you? Almost choreographed, as if you could have moved outside of the way.
No.
And just as that happens, both Galahad and Azura come down after a long night's rest and see you guys standing there as well as Tacitus' figure. Different.
Is that Tacita?
What the fuck is going on here?
Well, I guess you guys did say you had it covered, but Are you doing okay, Tacita? You seem different.
I'm here.
Well, that isn't ominous at all. Well, as
Yeah.
long as you're alive, I guess that's good.
What? What? What do you mean as long as she's alive? How are you alive? We saw your body dead.
And now you see it here.
See?
Are we sure it's her? She seems a bit weird. I can't put my finger on it.
Hmm. I don't think we have any reason to believe that. All right, let's put this to the test then. Tacita, what's the name of your lover that you met at the bar that one? The one who bows to your every word?
Bitch.
Was that his name? I never actually caught it. Seems
I
like
would-
a peculiar name.
I whisper over to Gallahan. I honestly don't remember his name, but bitch might be a
Well,
good
she seems pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, he was a sex slave. Bitch might be the right answer.
All right. Well then, if you are Tacita, do you at all know what happened to you? How you became awake, or what's the first thing you remember?
I remember it was almost like I fell asleep and I was dreaming. And then Andre was there.
Andre. Okay. Well, Andre, what happened?
But to you, how you became awake, or what's the first thing you remember?
Well, I'm not sure that you can be trusted with this information. Jorson knows, and let's just say he did not agree. However, the result is clear. Tacita is back alive and well.
So you won't tell us what you did, but you did something, and Jorson did not like it.
Yes. That is pretty much how it went.
Well,
What I will say in defense of myself is, how well can you really trust a man who hides his face behind a mask?
well, I don't really trust either of you that much. The person I trust the most is probably Azura because we're both as confused. But since it seems like both of you like hiding things, trust isn't going that far. But yes, you're right. I have never seen Jorson's face, therefore I can't fully trust him either. But right now, you are both sending weird message and mixed messages. Is Sami going to be okay? Or not Sami, Tacita. Is Tacita gonna be okay? Gosh dang it.
I have no reason to believe that she will not. However, there might be some things that I must do to fulfill my end of the bargain.
Will those things come to harm to any of us?
That depends.
We'll see.
Did you just say, well, okay, this is getting weirder. Alright, so I'll just ask straightforward. Whatever you did, does it result in the combat of you, me, or any one of us to the death, or in any ways of harm?
I do not foresee that happening. Apoc, can you please fix your echo? It's fucking with me bad, bro.
My bad, bro.
Yeah. APOC,
Thank you.
put on some headphones.
I do not foresee that happening. However, when push comes to shove, I will defend myself.
Why in
My
the world would I
mistress
attack you? Well,
and
Andre, from what I
Tacita.
know so far, I will not attack you. What you've done here, even though as weird as it seems, is bring back Tacita, and I'm sure she is grateful for that. And though I don't know all of you too well, I am happy to see she hasn't perished.
Um, as
Then
As you guys are
Then I will
talking,
say, I'm
Jo-
sorry, go ahead, bro.
yeah, as you guys are talking, Jorson comes down with a bit of a, well, you can't see behind his mask, but a bit of a dark gloom to him, and he says, for the sake of transparency, I think it best that we be honest with them. And he looks over to you, Andre.
Well, do I have a choice, or have you told them behind my back?
You can choose to do as you please, but you've made a decision on your own that will affect the rest of us.
Well, you say that it will affect the rest of you, but the way I see it, it has affected, one, me, and two, Tacita, who has returned alive and well, but to be honest, not exactly the same, as the others have noted.
And then Jorson just moves forward and he says, I will not reveal the details of what exactly went down. All I can say is that he's made a deal with another entity and brought her back. As for now, we can just hope for the best.
Well, that is weird. I'm guessing that's might be why the clouds turned dark last night. It's very peculiar in the moment, but hopefully it isn't a third surprise that we're going to receive. Do you
Is that-
know everything that comes to about this contract or deal with you, Tacita? Do you know what you're obligated to at this point? Or do you have no clue?
I'm not obligated to do anything.
Sweet. Okay, then. Sounds like Andre made a decision. Now is obligated to something. Hopefully it doesn't mean killing us. How do you feel, Azura?
So
Well,
this
it
is
should-
where you all disappeared to when
Hold up,
we-
hold up. I couldn't hear what you just said. Your mic was really fuzzy. Can you go again, Apoc?
I said, so is this where you all disappeared to when the light hit us?
I think that's direct.
It does that. That is an interesting question. I would say that it pertains to that situation, but it was not necessarily a my God, English bad. A result of that meeting.
I
Well,
see.
we all have our secrets, I guess.
And just as you guys are having this conversation, someone comes knocking on the door. Oi! Are you guys ready? She's ready to see you.
All right. I guess we gotta go.
Yes, we should have handled this another day. Another time, maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe after a stiff drink or two.
Sweet. All right. I guess we're all heading out.
Yeah. So just as you guys open the door to the entrance of the house you guys were in, you see the same dude you saw last night, the big burly one, who'd been hovering over the front door to the Gullet's hideout. And he looks over to you and he says, glad you guys are done in there. If you guys are ready, go over to the main building. Lydia will see you now.
All right. Let's head over.
And as you guys proceed past the square and you see the fountain that's been dried for so long, you pass in front of the main building and you see the entrance where the guards are. The guards separate and you guys proceed inside and towards the back of the room where you'd last spoken with Lydia. And as you walk in, Lydia is still overlooking her maps and her preparation. And as she's talking to one of her subordinates, she looks up at you guys, then looks back at the subordinate and says, leave. I have business to attend to. She looks over to you and she says, by all means, all four of you come in. And
As the subordinate walks by me, I look to him and say, please be a doll and fetch us some breakfast, will you? I can't think on an empty stomach.
And he looks back at you a little confused, as if to say, do you believe it's my job? And rather than respond, he just kind of walks off and ignores your request. And as that happens, Lydia looks over to Tacita and sees her now standing. She says, is that the dead one that you brought last night?
Yeah, it seems like she was just passed out.
Just a little cold.
Very cold.
You guys asked us to help to preserve the body, and now you're telling me. You know what? It doesn't matter. If she's part of your group, I'll allow it. So, have you guys made your decision?
Oh, yes. About that. Have we made our decision? I think we did.
In my notes, it says that we were going after the archaeologist's brother.
Yeah, you guys had discussed it maybe amongst yourselves, but you hadn't told her what you wanted to do in the morning. So now you guys have the opportunity to tell her.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure we agreed with wanting to do it, right? Hey, Puck?
I think we did.
Okay, cool.
I think that was what. I think that was the easier one because I think the other alternative was being inside the town, and we wanted to lay low since I was probably going to get executed on sight. So
Well, yes, we had decided as a group that we will love to proceed and work with you,
All right, understood.
with a wink.
So if you guys are truly leaving the city and going off to one of the twin rats that are outside of the city limits of Tyr, then in that case it's going to be imperative that you leave immediately. What we're going to
Oh,
need
why
for you
is
guys
that?
to do is, because under the city checkpoints, security will only tighten. Now that they've gotten this right under control, it means that security guards are going to be posted everywhere, looking not only for you but for other fugitives who may have escaped the prison. As a show of force and to prove that he's regained control, our great king will make every effort to not only catch you guys, but everyone else who has managed to escape and make an example out of you. So, as a result, time is of the essence. You'll have to pass by a few checkpoints and make your way towards the front gates. There are no alternatives other than going through the desert, and I do not recommend that you go into the Sea of Silts. So, if we understand our mission, then what I can give you is information pertinent to getting you out of the city. And once you have done that, I'll give you a point of contact that you will meet in one of these smaller towns outside of Tyr on your way to Boravia.
the desert. I'm assuming we'll have proper hydration for this journey.
Yes, we've already packed your gear, everything you're going to need, as well as a bit of income in order to finance your expedition. What's important to note is that you will not be going into the desert. We want to avoid that at all costs because your survival is definitely not guaranteed should you go out there. Your higher chance of survival is to leave through the front gate and through the plains.
The front gates are going to be pretty difficult to get through. We should probably come up with a plan.
Of course. The plan is rather simple. There happens to be a head guard who has a token that allows him to pass through most gates unimpeded. These tokens are afforded to a few of the nobles within the city as well as merchants who are highly important. If you manage to get your hands on one of these tokens, well, then you can leave.
Do you happen to already have one of these tokens available?
Unfortunately not. They are quite hard to acquire, and to whom they are given, security is quite tight. So it'll be imperative that you guys get one yourselves on the way out.
Is there any type of person that would carry one of their tokens on their person?
Yes. A few of
Nice,
the merchants
okay.
is within the city, though because they're constantly moving, getting their names is rather impossible. Then there are the nobles. Quite a few of the families do happen to have one. And then some of the head guards. As far as accessibility, I would probably tell you that the guards are your best bet, as the nobles' quarters is rather well secured, especially after the riots. They've paid quite a lot of money to have extra guards there.
Fair enough.
Now, the merchants is roll the dice. I don't think you want to be out there in the streets stopping every merchant to see which one of them potentially has it. But should you find leads, then go through that manner yourself. I give you guys 2 days before people start to catch on to who you may be. So I recommend that you make haste and you begin the journey out of the city immediately.
Fair enough.
Any other questions?
Do I have a healer skin
Sorry, what did you want to say, Sami?
in the supplies that you packed for us? Do I have a healer skin?
We can arrange for you to have one to ensure that you have everything you need.
Thank you.
Not an issue.
Do you happen to have one of these guards under your thumb?
Unfortunately, after the last rebellion, there's been quite a change of the guards. Some of the prison security members have now become headshot guards for the city, and executions have been rather abundant for anyone who even appears to be against the throne. No one would dare try to support our faction, considering it would probably mean their lives as well as their families.
Hmm.
I love a good challenge to stay alive.
No one said this was
Well,
going to be easy, and that's why you're going to be well paid should you be able to complete this task. We're not just relying on you, we have other groups of adventurers that we've set on this quest. Whichever one brings us what we need gets the reward. But by all means, if you wish to leave the city, you're going to have to use your own ingenuity. All I can do is provide you with as much support as possible once you leave the city limits. But as far as a way to get out, all I can do is provide you with the minimal amount of information that I have as well as equipment.
So this is not just our mission, and this is a race not just against time, but against the competition.
Yes? If you needed something and it was imperative to your faction for it to succeed, would you put all of your eggs in one basket?
fair enough.
Really good basket.
I don't know if it's that nice of a basket, but we'll try our best.
Good.
Now, before we depart, I do also have a question for you. Do you have any knowledge of a half-orc settlement, perhaps nearby here?
There are no such thing as half-orc settlements as far as we know. There are just marauding bands who happen to have caravans within the desert. And I would also tell you that the half-orcs, while some may be kind, the full orcs are not. If you ever find yourself in the sea and silts, they will not be kind to you. Make no mistake. They will make any effort to kill you on sight and to rob you of everything you own.
Well then, I believe we have everything we need to know.
Almost makes it sound like saving a bunch of half orcs from prison was a bad idea.
The city doesn't have a greatest history with orcs and half-orcs in general. I wouldn't recommend to share any kind of positive sentiments you have about them with the townsfolk. It will turn them against you very fast.
You won't have to worry about that from me.
Well, if there's nothing else or any other questions that you have, you should proceed as fast as possible since time is against you.
All right, then. Let's make haste.
Let's go.
All right. And so
And-
as you guys exit the main room, Lydia goes back to her map and consulting her notes. And as you end up in the main room, which is now the room outside of her office, you see a bunch of packs that have been packed and prepped for you guys to grab. So basically, it's basically like your adventurous pack. If you guys need healers kits, you can grab 2 of them. If you have any tools that you need per your class that you weren't able to get at the beginning of the game, then add those. And that should cover most of it. Anybody have any questions in regards to equipment and stuff like that?
Before we would have left the room, I would have asked her if she knew, like, if the head guards had like any distinct features about them, the ones that have like the pass.
If you look at the head guards, generally the ones there are clearly in a commanding leadership role. So they'll be the ones barking out orders or normally wearing the fanciest form of armor. As you get pay raises, people tend to want to show signs of status. If there's a head guard, you'll know it when you see it.
And as we get to the main room, I still have the telepathic connection with her, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to ping her and say, hey, now that we're out of the room, I just want to make one clarification. This group that I'm supposed to gain trust with, they mentioned something about being contacted before. I'm guessing it was one of the other agents under your command?
All of a sudden, the kind of buzzing noise goes into her head, and she realizes it's you. She says, via her telepathic thoughts, I guess. She responds with her thoughts, and she says, no. We haven't sent any agents to make contact with them. In fact, their existence was not really well known to us until they made their way down to Nemeth.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you. I guess I might see you later one day, or I might be dead. I hope you'll miss me.
Go
But
out,
goodbye now.
go out there and be useful.
Oh, I surely will.
All right. And so as you guys start to grab your equipment and everything that you potentially need for your adventures ahead, you guys leave out the front gate and see all the ruffians and thugs that you'd seen on the way in. And as they guide you towards the exit of the gullet's entrance, um, it's about high noon. And you guys make your way. Let me just change the map very quickly. All right, so this is what the city of Tyr actually looks like. And you guys are starting right down. Let me see if I got something to draw with. Oh, yeah, right here. Right over here. Oh, let me make it thin. I don't want no thick ass lines. Actually, I don't think I can do anything. You guys are starting right over here and heading off this way. Cool?
And where's the exit?
Oh, the exit is actually. Let me just see if I can do this.
Is it over here where my blue hand is?
No, that's actually where the Nobles District is. That's a very specific exit. Let me see here.
Ah.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Nigga.
We gotta go by the Colosseum.
Yeah. So, as you guys proceed and you start to leave the gullet behind you, you are now in an area that seems to be destroyed. This is a part of town that is relatively abandoned, hasn't been inhabited by people for a very long time. And as you see the remnants of what was a bustling neighborhood, now you just see sand kind of floating past you. And as you do so, I'm going to say I want Andre and Galahad to roll me perception checks.
All right.
Oof, 12.
Oh, that's 8 plus 3. Oh, that's not even that much better. 11.
Yeah.
That's worse.
So as you guys are walking through this neighborhood, and it seems rather quiet, you guys can't see anything around you or anyone around you for what appears to be thousands of feet. And as you proceed forward, from your right side, Tacita, you hear someone say, "My, seems that you guys have decided to fraternize with the enemy." And even though you can't see where it's coming from, you can tell it's coming from your right side. And now let me just change the map real quick. Here we go. All right. Can you guys all see that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let me just make a quick change. All right. And as that happens, from your right side, from behind one of the pillars, appears a man in a full headed scarf. Only his eyes are visible. And then he says, "It's good to see you guys again." And Jorson instantly recognizes him.
Do I know you? I don't think we've met before.
No, you and I have definitely not met. But as for these others, we've spent some time together in a place we'd rather not return to.
You're number 234.
Yes, I am. And I have to wonder why you guys didn't come to visit me where I told you after we'd agreed.
I thought we did visit you where you told us to.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
No. After the distraction that we'd created at the arena, the agreement was that for you to run through the city and to meet me at the Rusty Nail on the Warrens. But instead, you disappeared off the map. In fact, to our knowledge, you had died in the insurrection, which was quite a loss to our benefactor. But I come to find out that not only were you guys alive, but that you've decided to potentially walk out of the Gullet's hideout, which could only mean one thing. that you've either killed everyone in there or that you're working with them.
Now hold on a second, because I am queen of misinformed right now. It was Jorzen who told us, or told me, that the people we were speaking with were the same people that we were working with in the dungeon, which was the only reason why I entertained this conversation to begin with. You stand before us now saying that that information is not true. As for where we were, well, you can talk to these two bleeding hearts. Well, one bleeding heart and one heart might not be beating right now. I haven't checked yet. But it was their decision to help a bunch of half-orcs escape, which is why we are, as you say, not at the arrival point.
All of that really doesn't matter to me. You are a group. We've hired you as a group. So now to find out that you guys have betrayed us causes and poses quite the large problem for us, especially considering you're working with the enemy.
Well, I don't recall ever doing any form of betrayal, because you haven't spoken with me. So if we have a deal that needs to be met, then by all means, lead us and let's finish our conversation.
And as he sits there a bit pensive, he thinks over what you're saying.
The only promises I've made is to keep myself alive. And if walking away from you puts my life at risk, then I don't think I'm allowed to walk away, am I?
So, you've just finished making a deal with the gullet, and now you're saying you wish to make a deal with us?
You should know just as much as the rest of this group that we have no knowledge of what's happening in this town. Making a deal with the gullet, I don't even know who gullets are. I don't even know who your organization is. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again, but I don't like to repeat myself, so you must be attractive. I was under the impression that we were already making the deal with you. Now I'm finding out that the people we were agreeing with aren't you. Doesn't that mean that there is a breach of information here? Not to mention that from what I'm being told, they don't really need our help anyway. So where exactly is there no room for compromise and renegotiation?
Fine. Then tell me what you've known. I'm sure Lydia has given you quite a bit of information, since she seems to seek what we seek. Give me all the information.
I can't give you information when you're not telling me what you're looking for. Me speaking is no different than you listening to birds chitter. Unless there's actual reason for me to speak, then why would I?
We know what Lydia seeks, and we know that she sent you to go get it. So, I will ask you one last time, what information has she given you on finding the artifact? And just as he says that, from behind you, you see a couple other people appear.
Now, this doesn't seem like the friendly renegotiations that I had in mind.
Well, if you want them to be friendly, then you should start talking. What do you know?
Tell your guard dogs to sit down and let's go have a conversation where you want to.
This is your last chance. You tell us now, or you die where you stand.
I would advise you to listen to the bard, because just this last day I made a deal to commit atrocities upon this earth in the name of an entity whose name I shall not mention.
Well, it seems that you've chosen death, so.
You guys really like danger, don't you? I've only known you for a short bit, but you guys really, really like danger.
It seems
I don't
to
know
me,
what kind of deals you guys made with how many people you did, but this one seems quite angry. Are you
seems
sure
to
you want to
me
fight
this
him?
one brought the danger to us. It does not look like we have much of a choice here.
Oh,
I don't
well.
like being threatened.
Yes, neither do I. And if this man wants to bring the fight to a brooding Goliath and a person just brought back from the dead, then so be it.
I also don't like being threatened, especially when trying to have civil conversation.
Well, as we're saying that, Galahad's going to ready to summon his echo keeping a mind around the people around him and looking for the person closest within like 30 to 40 feet that has a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Is that the person behind him? Like over here?
Sorry, what?
Is the person closest with the ranged weapon behind Galahad over here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to summon my echo. I'm gonna get ready to summon my echo right behind him
Okay.
if we start to fight.
Yeah. Well, you guys can now roll for initiative since it seems
Okay,
like
cool.
all talks have broken down. So, everybody, if you want to roll for initiatives, and we're gonna get this started.
Oh,
For anybody watching on YouTube, I apologize if the music stays.
Oh, hell no.
Ain't gonna talk to me like that.
18.
Oh, damn. I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 9 too.
Mm,
I have a 14 total.
All right, just yeah, hello.
Man, I knew I should have charged this motherfucker.
Okay, all right, come on, man. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
All right. That went completely south immediately. I love to think that Galahad was just kicking a rock, not paying attention half the time. I might as well get the echo ready. I guess that's coming out to play.
Honestly, I had to hold myself back not to charge in at the soonest sign of this guy threatening us.
Sorry
But
about that. My roommate had a piano delivered, so just had to go grab that real quick. It's one of those things where I'm like, gotta break the immersion, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, just going to set up the combat real quick. All right. That's pretty good. And,
There's a lot of people here, guys.
yeah. Well, once you guys didn't get the perception check, it kind of fucked you.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So, if you guys want to give me the order for the initiative.
oh, that's
I rolled 15.
Tassera, APOC, and then me and Ethan. Both
No.
rolled
Okay.
a
So
9.
everybody, just tell me what you rolled. So 20 to 25. Okay. 15 to 20. Nobody. Okay. And then I want to see.
Well, no, I got
What?
14 plus 150.
Oh, she got 15.
She got 15. Okay. So Tacit is 15. Cool. And then 10 to 15.
I got 14.
14. Cool. And 5 to 10.
Lastly, B and him got both 9.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
both at 9.
Cool. Boss. All
AC boy making shit rolls like I predicted.
right. Tacita, Azura, and then we got Flame, and I'm gonna make you go first, Ethan.
All right. So first, I'm going to.
Oh no, I meant like between you and Flame because you both got 9, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna let you summon the Echo, but that's about it. Cool.
Got it. Cool.
All right. Now real quick. Let's see here. Okay, great. Just want to make sure all these things are good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, everything works here well. I just need to drop one more. I wasn't expecting this battle to happen like this, so I'm just gonna have to do a quick little adjustment, guys.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. And with that, we are now ready to. Ooh, god damn. Okay, good. Yes. All right. So now, Ethan, where do you want to summon your Echo?
Right there, where I placed it, next to the ranged guy.
Okay, perfect. Cool. And so now the boss goes first. So now seeing that you guys are so close, the first thing he's going to do is create a bit of distance. And he's going to move 20 feet right over here. And then the first thing he's going to do is he's going to shoot at Tacita. So let me see here. Yeah, all right, that's fine. All right, so he's going to roll to hit twice. So he's actually going to fire and throw something. Tacita, what's your AC? Tacita.
14.
14. All right, they actually both miss. So just as you're looking, 2 bolts just come flying at you, and they both go flying aurally right past you as you're able to dodge. And as you do so, he looks over to the rest of them. He says, "Move forward and kill them." And all the people that were now like hidden before, as you can see them, they all start prepping to rush you guys. And so now we're going to have a couple more shots. So this guy puts his crossbow right against the edge of this wooden plank right here. And as he leans on it for aim, he fires at you. And then this guy gets behind this spot, and then he gets a bit of aim as well, and he fires you, Tacita. So
I'll aim for Tacita.
one of them hits. Okay, cool. And as he does so, as you're able to dodge the first one, and you're able to kind of parry it right off your shield, the second one ends up catching you in the leg, and it does 3 hit points of damage as it catches you right there. And now this guy, he's going to shoot at. Hold on, I'm actually going to move this guy off. He's going to shoot at you, Azura, and he's going to fire his crossbow. All right, and that was actually also going to whiz right past you as the sand from the wind kind of keeps blowing in everyone's faces and makes things a little bit more difficult. He's actually not able to catch your figure completely, and it whizzes right past the fountain and past you. And now this guy is going to shoot the shadow right beside him with disadvantage. And he misses. As the shadow's so close in range, as he tries to fumble with the crossbow, he is not able to hit it whatsoever. And now this guy's going to come in melee range. Seeing what seems to be some kind of magical entity right in his face, he's going to go in for an attack. What's the AC?
17. Oh, yeah, 17.
So he misses on the first attack. But he hits on the second one. And he slashes through the shadow, cutting it in half, and it dissipates right away. And at this point, this guy runs back here behind this rock as this guy takes up a strong stance. This one moves in range over here. This one moves right to about here. And they all put up their shields kind of ready to go. And now we're going to go to Tacita. It's your turn.
Okay, I want to say teammates just low enough so that they can hear me, but the people around me can't. The enemies. I want to use command on 237 to hold him still, and one of us can go to him and try to get him to command his people to stand down.
Sorry, you want to use command, a spell?
Yes, I want to use command on. Well, I'm talking to my teammates of what I want to do.
Okay.
But we won't be able to respond until it's our turn.
So wait, what is command? I'm unfamiliar.
Okay, let me just a second. Basically, what I can do is I can command them to stop.
You can make them do simple things like make them go to their knees,
You mean
bow.
like suggestion or command?
I can make
No,
them
it's a command.
drop,
The spell
the target
command.
drops,
Okay, all right.
halt, the target doesn't move and takes no actions.
Okay.
So that
What is the? Is there like a DC wisdom save?
Yes, there is a saving throw.
Okay, cool. So it's a 15 saving throw. All right, cool. So let me roll for that. Let's see how that goes. So it's a 15 saving throw. So I'm gonna roll my d20 and see if this spell succeeds. Fails. All right.
Ooh.
Let's go, Subby.
Okay.
okay, and so then I want to. Who goes after me?
That would be
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to command him to do?
I want to command him to halt.
Okay, so he won't move. Yeah, all right. So he's not gonna move. Cool.
So he won't move. And so the next person should try to get to him, and we can get him to stop us.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, cool. And that's it for her turn. And now we go after Azura. Azura, what do you want to do?
So, knowing that I'm squishy, I am not going to charge him in any way, shape, or form. I am going to cast Darkness on the spot that I'm looking at right here, which has a 15-foot radius. It can't be seen through or seen in. I'm basically using it to block the area here so they can't see us.
Okay, so let me just put in a little square right here. And there you go. So 15-foot radius. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got it. So let's say like this. That should be 15 foot.
Oh, that guy's covered in darkness now.
Yeah, well,
he can't see anything.
That's how it should be. So I'm gonna say that's about 15 feet if I was to do a sphere. So this area, nobody can see anything. Cool.
So the reason I did this was so that way they couldn't see us as well either. I'm using it as a blocker because it's like a spherical shape.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And then after I cast Darkness, I am going to move around Andre, but I'm also going to cast Mantle of Inspiration on my entire team, which gives us all a temporary 5 HP and allows you to use a reactionary move right now.
Okay, so everyone can use a reaction to move, right?
Yeah. Let me just
follow Andre wherever he goes within the realm of reason.
Yeah. That's 40 feet of movement, so I am right up at that dude's face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right, cool. You want to move right there?
Yep.
All right, so now you are now in his face.
I am going to move to this corner.
I'm going to move into the darkness.
All right.
Into the darkness. All right.
All right. Azura just all of a sudden disappears into the darkness, and there's this dark area right here in the middle, which just seems like a black hole. And as that happens, you guys all move right within range of Prisoner 237. And as he sees you guys peer out from around the corner of the darkness, fear kind of stumbles into his eyes as he can't move. And now it is the turn of you, Galahad. What do you want to do?
All right. So one. I am going to. Oof. Just trying to think of what all I want to do. All right, I'm going to cast at first level Expeditious Retreat, which allows me as a bonus action to take the dash action.
Okay.
And then as a, let me just mark that off. As I do that, I'm also going to, I still have a bonus action now, I guess. I am, I don't think I have anything else I can do as a bonus action. I guess I can summon that.
No. Expeditious Retreat is
one action.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it isn't a bonus action. Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So you have a main action if you want to do something.
All right, cool. As a main action then, I would like to, I guess, move up to the guy back here.
Uh-huh.
They need to move 25 feet, so I guess this is my base movement,
I just
right?
want to let you guys know, when you guys move through darkness, because it's so hard to tell where you're going, I'll allow it just because you're on the edge of it, but just be careful when you move through darkness, your sense of orientation's gone.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's why I intentionally was on the edge.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Got it. So I will move up to him with my movement and then attack with my... Oh, I still have a main action. I can just cast Booming Blade.
Yeah, okay. So you want to attack? We'll roll to hit.
Sweet. So 4 plus 7. It's 11.
That hits.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. I'm going to roll for damage now.
Yep.
12 points of damage.
Yep. All right. So just as you come out of the darkness, he almost seems terrified as he's reloading his crossbow, and then you slash him right across the chest, doing 11 points of damage as blood comes pouring out of his leather armor. And
nice.
Yeah,
and he is surrounded in this booming effect.
Yeah. And now we move to Andre. Andre, it's your turn.
Rage mode activate first off. And after that, I'm gonna grapple this motherfucker.
The one who can't move right in front of you?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Contested strength checks.
Please, dear Lord, baby cheapest. Yes! That's a 21.
16 plus... What's this guy got? Yeah, you win. All right, so just as
Yep.
he's halted, he can't move. He just feels your huge arms wrap around him and squeeze him down, and now he's completely immobilized, unable to do anything. And
Raging, while I have grappled him, I will scream into his ear, "Call off your dogs!"
Okay, all right. Roll me an intimidation check.
Ooh, that's an 11. Ugh.
Yeah, as he does so, even though he's terrified, he's not willing to back down. And he kind of still is struggling as you're grabbing him. And now it is his turn. And he's going to remain grappled and he can't move, so we're going to skip his turn entirely. And now we're going to go towards the enemy. This guy moves up to over here and begins his reloading process. As is this guy, he moves back here and he also starts to reload. These guys run into the darkness.
Can you move the characters that are in the darkness? Because I definitely can't.
I'm pretty sure they're in the darkness to everyone.
Yeah, I can. I know exactly. So you just let me know where you want to go, and I'll be able to move for you.
Okay, thanks.
This guy disengages, and he runs off to about right here.
Oh, if he disengages, then he takes the booming blade damage.
Oh, okay. What's that?
So the spell's damage. So on a hit, the target suffers a weapon sack normal effects and then becomes sheathed and booming effects. So if the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before your next turn, the target takes another 1d8 thunder damage.
All right, so roll the damage.
Seven points of damage.
Yeah, so just as he starts to run away, all of a sudden he just feels like where the wound was, it just kind of starts exploding into these sparks. And he, as he's trying to run away, starts to lose his energy and collapses right near here, barely alive.
Nice.
All right, and now it is your turn, Tacita. What do you want to do?
Okay, I want to yell at 237 to call off the people right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to do an intimidation.
Roll me an intimidation check. Yeah. As he's busy struggling with Andre and the rolling around, he's unable to hear your yelling as the battle's raging on everywhere around you. And your voice does not reverberate enough to move him. So, that is for your main action. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Nothing with my bonus action right now.
All right, cool. And now we move to Azura. Azura, what do you want to do?
So I pop my body out, looking around to see what the enemy is doing.
Okay, you're gonna have to, since you ran into the darkness willingly, you're gonna have to roll me a D4. All right, yeah. So where do you want to go? You want to go out?
Just want to go out one step.
Yep, you're out.
And so as I look around, I notice that there's a group of gentlemen standing semi-close to each other over here.
Yep.
So I cast Shatter, hitting both of them.
Yeah, so is it Wisdom saving throw? What is it?
$16. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they both failed, so roll damage.
Let's go. It was a level 3 spell too. This is gonna be bad.
Wait, is it D8s or is it the D6s?
D8s.
All right.
But that did nothing. Oh, I'm upset.
All right, 14. Yeah. So just as this kind of particle starts to appear before them, all of a sudden a giant sound wave just pops out and hits them both extremely loud, and as their eardrums begin to bleed, they both take 14 points of damage.
And then I walk back into the darkness.
All right. And with that, it is your turn, Galahad.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to chase down that guy. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna chase him down. Since I have expeditious retreat, I can move 60 feet,
Okay.
and then I am going to make an attack against him with my song sword. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that for now. I'm gonna try doing that.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
So 17.
That hits. And he
All right.
dies.
All right, and then I will kick over his body and hide behind that wall.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Right
as you
afterwards.
slash him across the chest, as he was already heaving and on his last breath, you just come up from behind him, grab your sword, and pierce it right through his back. And as he falls over, you kind of push him over, and you take cover right behind here.
It's nothing personal.
Yeah, and he is dead. So, that's it for him. It is now your turn, Andre. You're still grappling this guy.
All right.
Actually, if you want to retain your grappling, roll me another strength check.
Yeah. 21.
All right, yeah, he's still grappled. What do you want to do?
Once again, I will shout in his fucking ear, still raging, if you do not call off your dogs, I will start breaking off bits. And this time I will use inspiration with that.
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, APOC gave it to us earlier.
Okay. No, he gave you mantle
Oh,
inspiration.
oh.
That's just for moving. It doesn't give you an extra D.
In that case, that's an 8.
Yeah. So it fails. So as you're still struggling with him, he still feels very confident about still being able to win. So what do you want to do? Actually, yeah, you have a bonus action. You can do something.
Not really. Nah. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay, all right. This is going to be interesting. So, now it's his turn, and as he's there struggling with you, he begins a chant. And as he does so, he's able to point his fingers in the direction he wants to fire off his spell. And now I want, oh my god, Andre, Tacita, and Azura by chance to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I have advantage on that. Can I see? Am I deafened? In any way debilitated?
No, you don't have advantage on that. You have advantage on attack rolls against him, and he would have disadvantage on attack rolls against you as a result of him being...
No. I have advantage on dex saving throws on effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or
Okay,
incapacitated.
then yeah, you would. These two wouldn't. So everybody roll me a dex saving throw.
Is this something that's like an AoE? Because if it's targeting me, he can't see me.
No, it doesn't matter if he can see you. You're still in the range. You're in the darkness, but you would still be hit.
It's an AoE kind of
16.
thing, I guess.
Yeah. All right,
That's
so
14 for me.
14. So Sumi passes, 2 of you fail. All right. Oh my god. Let me just make sure I read this shit right. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, cool. All right. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So,
What?
Excuse me?
as lightning comes peering out for him, it just blows off in a straight line, and it hits Tacita, Azura, and Andre. 29 points of damage for Azura and Andre, and half as much for you, Tacita. Andre, I think you can also half it because you have rage going on. So you take half of that. So 14 for Andre and Tacita, and 29 hit points of damage for you, Azura, as lightning comes peering out and blows everything in a straight line.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, can I get Stone's Endurance, please?
Yeah, roll.
I'm just gonna use this die. D12 plus 3 is 9, is 5 damage taken from temporaries, so that's 3 left.
Cool. All right, and so just as that lightning bolt hits you, you're able to kind of harden yourself at the last second, reflecting a lot of the sparks that would otherwise hit you directly straight on, and it goes all around you. And so, yes. All right. Now we go to the enemy. Okay, cool. So these guys have now finished reloading. And so, because they cannot... Oh, no, actually, they can see you.
Like, yeah, I'm just half hiding, like half cover, I guess.
Yeah. It's really not much of a cover, to be honest
Yeah,
with you. It's just for
that's
stability.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would have used the hide action, I would have given you some kind of advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to have 2 crossbow shots go at you, Galahad, since you're the only one who's visible. And they both miss. These are some of the worst marksmen you've ever seen. They only see one train. And as the crossbows just go flying all around you, you're able to hide right behind the cover just enough to not take a hit. And now this third guy is going to fire at you, Tacita.
Oh, there's a guy behind you, Tacita. I remember that.
And that one also, as it's about to hit you, you seemingly can feel it coming, and you block it with your shield, and it bounces right off of you. And now, for the rest of the enemies, this guy's going to dash into the darkness. These guys want to go forward, so let's see if they're able to. Oh, they both are. Cool.
The darkness goes away.
What was that? Oh, because you lost concentration?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So, one of these guys runs up to you in that case. Let me actually bring that away, since a whole bunch of people are in this darkness spell. I forgot it was a concentration spell.
Yeah, I was trying to read what I was supposed to roll.
All right. And
Oh, gosh.
all right. And now here we go. 2 attacks against you, Zura. They both... Okay, yeah. So as the darkness fades, he sees you and he's almost a little bit surprised. And as a result of you being so close to him, he tries to hit you with two spear shots, but you're able to nimbly evade them. And then you, Andre, as you're currently grappled with Prisoner 237, someone comes in from behind you and tries to attack you. Well, what's your AC?
18.
And both attacks miss. As you use Prisoner 237 as almost a meat shield, the person is reluctant to attack as he fears hitting his friend. And both attacks miss.
We about to die if they get any better rolls.
All right, and now it is going to be your turn.
Tacita, took into account you had 8 temp HP, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Firebolt on the enemy behind Andre.
If you do it at that range, because he's right beside you, you would be doing so. Is there a disadvantage for doing spells at that close range? I don't even know. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because yeah, I think unless it's a touch spell, you get disadvantage, right, with range spells. I'm pretty sure you do. So if you want, you could do it, but the person would, I guess, would have advantage. You would have disadvantage, or if you do it like a touch spell, it's a little bit different. You want to still do the firebolt?
I'm still going to do the Firebolt.
Okay, all right. So then roll to hit, I guess, and roll with disadvantage. And then roll again.
Could have been at 20. Oh,
Oh my god.
oh no, that feels bad. A 9 and a nat 20.
All right, yeah. If you got a 9, then a 9 hits. So that
Oh,
does.
thank goodness.
14.
Hold up. Do you have a spell? Okay, it would hit because she probably has a bonus to spell attacks. So yes, 14. So yeah, as he's trying to hit him from behind, What ends up happening is that you blast him from behind, doing 14 hit points of damage, and his back is now currently on fire as you do so, and he just yells for "Ah!" as you catch on fire. So it is. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
All right, and now it's your turn, Azura. What do you want to do?
I cast a level 3 Cure Wounds on myself.
All right, cool. Roll those dices.
Oh my god!
Mm.
Oh my god!
There you go. Get your 4 hit points of damage back.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And now, with that, is there anything else you want to do with your bonus action? Come on, Bard. All right. And with that, what's that for? Are you talking, Apoc? We can't hear you.
Oh yeah, that was my bonus action for healing, so I just healed myself more.
Okay.
I'm also going to just move.
Oh, you want to take an opportunity of attack?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. All right, and so he swings at you. My rolls have been shit today, so it's probably a good thing. What's your AC?
13.
That ain't that bad.
That hits. And as you are running away, he's able to slash you from behind, doing 8 hit points of damage. And now it's going to be your turn, Galahad. Galahad, what do you want to do?
All right, so seeing the darkness go away and seeing this man literally shoot a thunder beam. Oh, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, can I reaction that or no?
What do you mean?
He hit me. Can I reaction that?
Reaction what? I don't understand.
He hit me as I walked away, so can I reaction that with Hellish Rebuke?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm reactioning that with Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know you had a reaction, so I was like, what is he talking about? But yeah, go ahead. So what, is that a save? Pretty sure it's a save, right? Yeah, I definitely hit the save. I had 18. Is there a save right there? I can't hear you, Apoc, if you're talking.
Yeah, there is a save. If you rolled an 18, you made it, so it's 2d10s.
Okay, yeah, so roll for damage. Cool, all right. So...
This is gonna make me cry.
Okay, all right. And so with that, as he slashes you across the back and you keep running, all of a sudden he feels fire engulf his hand, and it starts burning up his right hand all across his chest, and he starts screaming in agony. And now we go over to you, Galahad. Galahad, what do you want to do?
All right, so seeing the beam literally shoot out of this guy and the darkness disappear, I am going to beeline it back for the guy that he's the main guy, I guess, the prisoner.
Okay. And do you want to attack him?
Oh, 100%. I'm going to definitely attack him with
All right,
my song sword.
roll with advantage.
All right, cool. Can I actually use Booming Blade?
Sure.
Oh, great. I rolled with advantage then.
Yeah.
All right, so 15 plus 7.
Sorry. It was, yeah, so that works well. So it hits?
Yep, it hits, and I'm roll for damage.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait, no, that's only if he moves. Never mind.
Yeah.
So the
cool.
first one. 6.
So
Plus 6, so it's 12.
Okay, so yeah. So as Andre is grabbing the prisoner and using him as a meat shield, he turns around towards you and sees you coming, and he pushes him outward, and then you slice him right into his chest and then pull the blade back out, doing 12 hit points of damage. And
Sweet.
He
And as a bonus
blood-
action, can I summon the Echo?
Yep.
I'm going to summon it on the other side of this guy, about 10 feet away.
Yeah, just put him on the map wherever you
All right,
want.
cool.
And now it's going to be your turn, Andre. Strength contested checks right now.
Actually, don't bother. I'm gonna let him go.
Okay, well, he would have probably won, so yeah.
I want to Shieldmaster shove him now.
Okay.
The prisoner did. That's a contested strength as well, right?
All right, I'll re-roll.
Good one.
Nat 20, boys.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So just as you let him go, he starts to catch his breath after being stabbed across the chest. But before he can even turn around, your shield is going straight towards his head and smacks him, and then he falls down, and now he's prone.
So since I have 2 attacks per action at level 5, does that mean I can use the spell I got and also still attack?
What spell?
Inflict wounds.
No. You can do 2 attacks as an action, or you can do a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna slap this motherfucker.
Cool. Roll with advantage on both attacks. So 4d20.
Oh my god, that's one too many.
It's okay. Just take the highest of the first 4. So, 12, 6, 15. Yeah, so they both hit. So roll for damage twice. And so you want to add your modifier to both attacks and then also add your rage bonus.
That's plus 8 plus 4 is 20 damage total.
Okay. All right. And so as you grab your axe and you start hacking at him, you are actually able to do tremendous amounts of damage as you cut him across the rib cage and his leg. And as blood comes spewing out, he's barely hanging on. And you do a full 20 hit points of damage.
I told you to call off your dogs.
All right. And now it's going to be his turn. So he's able to get himself back up, but he can't move. And let's see what he's going to do with his last breath, potentially. And if in a panic, as you've just attacked him, he is going to cast his hands together and mutter a word, and now both of you have to make dex saving throws. That's Andre, Tacita, and this guy over here was probably going to die.
Again,
Oh, so it doesn't. Galahad doesn't have to do it.
No, it's a straight line. You're behind him.
Got it.
19 plus 3, 22.
Oh, Summy fucked up. She got him.
Oh no.
Hold up. That's a critical fail. Yeah, okay.
Oh no, Sammy, come on.
All right.
We just got you back.
So this guy is dead.
Meant to die.
No,
All right.
I'm turning around.
All right. That's 27. Andre, you take half of that. So that's 13 for you. And
I
Sunny.
actually ignore that fully because of the Shield Master Evasion. If an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage. So I'm gonna use my reaction, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine with me. Let me just see here. I gotta do it. And you, Summy, you go down. You've taken way too much damage. So you are knocked out.
Wait, I have 37 HP.
Yeah, well, you critically failed, and it was 27 hit points of damage. So, yeah. Because when you critically fail...
Yeah, you did 54 damage, Sammy.
Guess who's about to be praying again?
All right, so you are down and out, and Summy goes down, guys. And as that happens, it is now your turn, Azura.
Okay. Looking at what's happening right now.
Oh, wait. My bad. The enemies didn't go. It was just the prisoner went.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so this guy's going to come up here. This guy's going to come right over here as well. And everyone else is going to reload their crossbows. And you, Andre.
What the heck is there that's stopping them from standing?
It's just their spears are really long.
Oh.
They're going to rush at you. Since you're the one who seems to be killing their leader. Fail. One of them hits. And as he does so, as they do this barrage of attacks against you, your shield stands strong. But one of them is actually able to cut you across the ribcage, doing 8 hit points of damage. Half that'd be 4. And that is it for the enemy's turn. And now it's your turn, Asura. Go ahead.
Seeing the enemies trying to gang up on Andre, I cast a level 2 shatter right behind them.
Okay, yep. Wisdom saving throws.
Constitution saving, 16.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
1 succeeds, 1 fails. Roll for damage.
Just ignore this. I'm going to reroll. I can't see the...
You want to reroll the what?
Yeah, 'cause I couldn't see the actual thing.
Yeah, no worries.
There we go.
I'm just going to take the first one. So 4, 1, 4, 4. That should be 9. Okay, yeah, they're both dead. So as this sound wave just pops out and then hits them once again, some of them were already bleeding from their eardrums, while others were really wounded. And as the damage is inflicted on their internal organs, they just collapse to the floor with blood pouring out of their orifices. And these guys are dead.
For my bonus action, I take out my lute, start strumming a soft melody, and say, "Oh, Andre, your muscles, they keep me consistently dripping. I should close my legs, oh, Andre." And the bardic inspiration on him.
All right. Andre feels himself just completely reinvigorated and feels lucky right now. And then we go to Galahad. Galahad, it's your turn.
All right, so I am going to move up to the prisoner 237, and then since you said he was really close to death, right?
Yes.
Am I able to knock him out?
Yes, you can do a non-lethal attack. If you're able to
All right,
finish
cool.
him off, then yeah, it would be a knockout.
All right, cool. I will attack him with my sword,
All right,
try to
so
knock him
just
out with the
roll me
hilt.
a d20, see if you hit.
So +7, come on, 14.
Did it hits? Roll
Sweet.
for
All right.
damage.
Cool.
What's your modifier?
So +6.
Okay, yeah, you knock him out. So as you come in from behind him and he least expects it, even with the 1, you still do it. You grab the hilt of your sword and you hit him so precisely behind the head that he falls to the ground unconscious. And now he is
cool.
out.
And then as I guess, can you get out some rope as a bonus action?
You won't
or...
even have to. Just 1
Okay,
second.
cool.
Just let me do something real quick. And just as you knock him out, and they've just watched their friends just be eviscerated with all kinds of magic, and their leader killed, what these guys decide to do is they just bolt it, and they go running.
Sweet.
And so this guy actually makes it off the map and gets away. Do you guys want to chase the other 2, or do you want to let them go?
I will. I'll try. Is there which ones are leaving? I'm confused.
These guys over here.
I will cast. Can I cast a spell at him?
Sure.
A ranged spell.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch
All right.
at him while he's running away.
What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Cool. So roll. Is it dex saving? What is it?
It's a straight attack roll, and it's a +6 modifier since
Alright.
my spell attack is a +6.
So roll to hit.
So 17 + 6.
That hits.
All right, cool.
Roll for damage.
So that's 4 points of damage.
Close.
Well, actually, no. I guess it's just. I think it's just 2 points of damage. It says 2d8 on D&D Beyond, but it says on a hit, target takes 1d8
Okay.
damage.
Well,
so I don't know why that is.
Even with a 2d8, you weren't able to kill him.
Cool.
Each one of you gets an attack if you want to do it. Andre, I don't think you got a ranged weapon, but you as Zero happen. Do you want to go in for attack or let him go?
I would let them go and prioritize saving Tacita, maybe.
Okay, and with that, these 2 guys run off and are able to get away. Okay, so you want to help Tacit out? That's not an issue. So Tacit has been stabilized now.
I know. So okay, I got to switch to out of voice because this is for the DM. I know that the last time somebody tried to heal me, it was just undoing negative HP.
Yeah.
Does that benefit Tacita in this circumstance?
No, Tacita, because you guys are outside of combat, it's fine. Last time you guys were doing it, you guys were trying to do it inside of combat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, outside of combat, it's fine.
Okay, in that case, I would not heal Tacita. I'd expect her to heal herself because she's a cleric.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now you guys have finished off. You have prisoner 237. He's bleeding profusely, but he is knocked out at the moment. And he is he's tied up and he's immobilized.
I'm going to try to stop his bleeding so he doesn't die while I'm dragging him away.
All right.
And then I am going to discast my echo, wave a hand, and say, all right, so I've got a gift for our new friend. I'm sure she can probably extract more information than we can.
Okay.
Do you guys want to hand first?
After Galahad has done healing him, I would like to search him.
Hold the phone just a second. Just because he attacked us does not mean that he's an enemy. He is the reason why the rest of us are free, after all.
Let me make things clear. We letting the other ones go, and they knowing who you guys are, means that they will probably bring back reinforcements and hunt us down. We still need to be in the city looking for some medallion. So any advantage we can get at this point is beneficial. Now that I'm looped into this chaos, they're probably going to hunt me down as well, along as with you.
Yes, but since we have their leader, and since he is in a position where he can no longer bark demands, we can have the civil conversation that I wanted in the first place.
And then you'll let him go. We'll be
determine who was right in terms of negotiation, and we were right. So we can wake him up and continue from where we were.
I don't mean to be harsh, but it doesn't matter in this world if you're right or wrong. He will go free, and then he will seek his revenge of killing his friends, as I look around and point to the dead around us. When you kill your friends, and I look at Tacita, people seem to have emotions first rather than logic.
I don't think he's in a position where his emotions can cloud his judgment.
He will later, if we let him go, that is.
Well, then let's take this to a vote then.
I have a spell Zone of Truth that we could use on him if we need to.
See, I like her thinking. No torture, just fun and games.
And I would like to use my Cleric's Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah. No issues. So roll the dice for all the spells you want to use to heal and just take off the spell slots. No problem, okay?
I will say I agree with Galahad in this situation. There is no real knowing that he is even their leader at this point.
I never said he was their leader. I said he was the leader of those men.
Those men seem to abandon him pretty fast. I'm
Yes,
sure they'll get new
because
orders
their
soon.
leader was taken down. A general is still a leader, even though he's not the ruler of the entire military. You guys are focusing on semantics very weirdly.
That's fair, but to be understanding,
He is clearly in a position of power within that group. Otherwise, they would not put people under him.
that is
Otherwise,
true.
he would not be in a dungeon or in a prison making deals with people like us.
But did you see the fact that of all the demands and power he was talking about, we're still able to take him down? It seems more like his benefactors have more power than him. And if they do, and they are sending him to do their dirty work, I don't want to know what other powers or leaders they might have within their group.
And why would we want to start a war or a conflict with those benefactors just from taking him to the enemy that he claims that we work for? Just because you work for her does not mean that we are obligated to do the same things you do.
Hey, I work for who I want to, and that can change any day. Right now, I'm working for myself. Kind of.
And right now, I'm looking for the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance is listening to what he wants, since the other group that we're currently working for doesn't need us to begin with.
The other group doesn't need us to begin with, but we are in a predicament of finding this coin. Hopefully, this one has one on him, seemingly since he's been moving around in the prison, as you mentioned.
This arguing gives me headaches. I will
let's
take his gold and
search him.
take my own ass elsewhere, and you guys can carry on minging. Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess we're gonna
And
search him
where
then.
are you going to go? Oh, wanted fugitive number 1.
I think I will sit my ass here on this rocks, a good distance away from you bitching people.
You were quite mean today. Did you have breakfast? Wait, no, you didn't. You're hangry. We'll get him some food later.
Wonder if it's because he made a deal with the devil.
Only he would know, I guess.
No,
Either
no,
way,
I want to search him first, though.
You
all
wanna
right,
search him?
let's jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do take his weapons, so that way he's not armed.
And I will just stand there as well, since I'm holding him tight with the rope, tying him.
Okay, so as you search him, all you find is a missive. You find what appears to be a pumped up scroll with words and instructions. And then you find a second scroll, which appears to be a magic scroll that needs to be identified. And you also happen to find a dagger, which, from all intents and purposes, you don't know how valuable or whatnot. It is well made, but beyond that, you don't know much else about the dagger itself.
Okay, we'll keep track of everything he has, because if we go with her plan, we might have to give some of the stuff back to him, or he won't be as happy. But why don't we compromise here? Let's
can kill
interrogate
him.
him without... Well, first, let's use your abilities of truth of the zone that you speak of, and see what he knows. Maybe he knows nothing. You seem really keen on knowing what we know.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah,
Sure, so I
in
guess
the
we're gonna
meantime, I
interrogate
will pocket the unknown dagger and magic scroll.
Oh, I definitely took the dagger.
You want to fight me for that one?
Do you?
I searched, so tell me how you got in between me and that dagger, bro.
I've been here this whole time, son, and I also said that I was disarming him. You said you were searching his body.
Okay, all right. Andre,
That's
you
true,
get
I
the 2
guess.
scrolls, and he has the dagger.
You guys fight over anything, don't you?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so you got the 2 scrolls, Andre. You've got the dagger now, Zer, that needs to be identified. And yes, what do you guys want to do with the prisoner? You want to wake him up?
I will make sure he's extra tied. I will bind his hands and his feet, and his mouth before I wake him up.
Not an issue, yeah. So as you guys go through the process of binding all those ports and make sure he's restrained, you feel very comfortable now with the idea that he's unable to move.
No, I haven't
No,
practiced this in a
in
while.
order to wake him up, due to the previous disrespect he has shown us,
No. Wait,
I
slow
will-
down, man.
I will undo my pants and urinate on his
What?
face. Because that is the only way of repaying what he has done to my friend.
Do you guys do this often? It's quite gross. I'm going to look away.
So as he's slumped up against one of the rocks and tied up, all of a sudden he feels like this warm jet of stream like pouring on his face, and he slimes to slowly start to wake up. And as he's dazed and still wounded, he really can't tell where it's from. Andre, how long are you peeing for?
Please don't, man. Please don't do this to this guy.
About a solid minute and a half. It's been a minute.
All right. And so as he's trying to regain his senses, he starts to realize what's going on. He sees this hulking figure over him, and he starts screaming, "Ah! What have you? Are you peeing on me? Stop!"
Well, what does it look like? And do you think you are in any position to ask me to stop? What manners do you expect from a barbarian? And I say this looking at Tacita, Azura, and Galahad.
I'm just gonna imagine that since his mouth is kind of guide, he's like screaming and mumbling this, and I'm just gonna look at my hands and say, I feel like I participated in this unknowingly.
And as he looks at you, he says, and he's trying to basically shake his head as he tries to kind of remove the urine that's fallen over him. And he looks over at you guys and says, "You have no idea who you've made an enemy of."
See, I told you he was going to think that. Emotions. They always do that kind of thing.
Yeah, he totally thought that because he didn't just get peed on. You know
Oh,
what?
well,
I don't
he-
care anymore.
that's
Take it
fair
easy,
enough.
Peter. Let's get this over with.
Alright, and I will walk up to him and put my blade up to his throat and completely remove the gag. All right. Well, I know we have just met, and this is a horrible way to meet in first impressions, but I would like to make a proposition for you. I will not kill you as long as you don't start mumbling any kind of spell. Otherwise, we can't be friends. And I'll motion over to Tacita. Come on.
I go up to him and I say, what we want to do is what we originally wanted, was just to talk. If you don't want to talk, then I can make you talk. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to do it willingly.
Just a moment here. You want to use Zone of Truth?
Well, first I want to give him the opportunity to talk.
Okay.
If he's still resistant, then I'm going to use Zone of Truth on him.
Okay. Just want to let you know you're not allowed to change your spells until you rest. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
So I don't see Zone of Truth in your list of spells. You might have it probably in your managed spells, but if they're not in the spells that you've prepared, you have to wait till your next rest to use them. Okay?
Oh, okay, then we can just torture him.
Okay, cool.
I thought you had. Oh God.
Because you have to prepare your spells after every long rest, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. As he looks up at you, he goes, "I won't tell you nothing. Kill me if you please. He'll come for you for sure. And I can't wait to watch him from the afterlife urinate on all your bodies and your friends'
Okay, that's
bodies."
a bit much. I didn't do that. It's his idea. No part in that. But I like your thinking. We'll see if you want to talk a little later. And then as we do that, I'm going to gag his mouth again and tell Andre, please watch him and do not pee on him again. Just please don't. It's kind of gross. And I'll take the rest of us like on the other side of the rock so we can talk without him hearing us. If you guys agree with me.
Tacita and Nazura, you guys want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, so he won't talk, right? That's the problem. And now he is speaking about some man who has much more power that will get rid of all of us, right? So what methods of torture do you guys want to do? I'm not the favor of like pulling nails kind of torture, but more psychological. But if you guys have any preferred methods, I am down to hear it.
No? Anybody got any ideas?
I can break his bones and offer to heal them if you give us information.
And you, Azura, what would you like to do?
I don't do torture. I do negotiation. And since negotiation is no longer on the table since we peed on him, I don't do any of this at all.
Okay, you're out. Let's not break bones because that's like a last-ditch effort. Let's do this plan. Let's figure a way to get negotiations back. He thinks that he's the only one of them here, correct? What if we were to use our abilities to have another prisoner on the other side of the rock that sounds just like one of his friends? Pretending that we captured multiple, and that friend is spilling all the information after we tortured him. For not hours, but we tortured him. How does that sound? And as he hears his friend spilling the information, we'll let him know, well, if you don't have anything else to share, we'll just have to get rid of you because it seems like your friend is doing more negotiating than you.
Well, I mean, he's ready to die. He's already asked us to kill him.
But if he knows that he's going to die for no reason and the information's already being given, would he really want to die then?
I think, well, what if we kill him and I reanimate his body and then command him to tell me then?
I don't know if he'll remember. And also, when did you be able to do that? Are you sure you're okay? You seem very different now the way you're talking. Breaking bones and all the such.
Yes, very different.
I'm gonna be RB. Not like you need Andre's meathead for this anyway.
Okay. Why don't we try my idea first, and then we can work through yours, since yours are kind of irreversible.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, if he still doesn't want to talk after hearing his friend spilling all the beans, supposedly, then maybe we can break his bones, and then if that doesn't work, I guess you can kill him, though I am opposed to killing the man. I feel like if anyone were to torture him, we can get some benefits from taking him to you-know-who. At least get more information of what the heck is going on, because I didn't know this guy even existed before today. Yet you all knew him.
Well, we might as well just give him the you-know-who anyway. He's probably far more experienced in this line of work, and we have a timeline to consider, and our objective already clear.
So let's make this quick. I'm going to then, Azura, you have this ability to make sounds appear in different places, correct?
Among many other special talents.
Could you have a man, one of the other dead guards' voices appear like he's talking about giving us all the information if we let him live, since his other person wouldn't, his leader would not. On the other side of the rock, by chance? Or at least we can make it seem that way from showing one of the dead corpse's feet. You can barely see the feet, but you see rope as well. We might open to negotiations after that, which is your preferred method.
Sure. Just give me the words to say and we can go from there.
All right, let's say you have him do a few screams as I'm talking, and then when I get to the point where I say, if you don't give us any information, then we'll have to continue trying to get it out of your friend then. How does that sound?
Sure, I know how to pretend.
All right, let's do this then. All right, so I'll drag one of the bodies to the other side of the rock, went and fake tie him up, I guess, and have it only where his feet, not even his feet appear. It doesn't even have to be his body. We can just pretend he's not even there. I don't even have to drag the body. I'll just go up to the man as you two, Tacita and Azura, go to the other side of the rock. And I'll go back up to him and kind of like make sure he's awake. Is he still awake, or did he pass back out or anything?
He's like passing in and out of consciousness. So if you want to wake him up,
I'll wake him up and ungag him and go, all right, so we're in a bit of predicament. You don't want to talk, right? Make sure that's clear. I heard you correct.
If you have no intentions of letting me go, then kill me.
Fair enough. But thankfully, you weren't the only one we got. So if you aren't willing to talk, we can get it out of your friend. And cue the...
My men won't talk.
Azura, does he knows you?
Hey, what are you doing to me? Stop it, please.
Well, you might be right, but we've already told him that you might give us some information, and whoever gives us information first gets to go. And as I hold the blade up to his throat. And if you try shouting, be sure that my hand and blade are quicker than your in and out thoughts. As I say that inside of his head.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Oh, thank God.
Persuasion 19 plus 6, so that's 25.
Oh, thank God.
So you mean to tell me that one of the new recruits is fucking up?
Well, I think you misunderstand how many times I've been through this.
Look, I'm just new, okay? I don't know. I'll tell you what I can. I'll tell you what I can. Just no more fingers, please. No more fingers.
Well, it seems like we don't have any more use for you. Any less words? So you don't have any last words.
I want to see his face.
Oh, I don't think you understand. He just said he was going to give us information, and you said you wouldn't. Why would I care for what you would want?
Why would you care for what I want at any point? If you already have information, then why do you
Well,
need me?
to be honest, I really love talking to people, and I actually have never met you before, and I like how vigorous you are. So I'm trying to figure out how I can better torture in the future. Do you have any recommendations?
I see. Roll me a deception check.
All right. Nat 20. Plus 3, so 23 total with a nat 20.
Okay. Then kill him.
Why would I do that? You're the one not giving me information, and he is.
Then after I give you the information, you kill him. Anybody who would betray our cause deserves swift death.
I respect that. All right, gag him. We don't need his information just yet.
What do you mean? What? Hold on. I said I was going to tell you everything I was going to know. Hold on. Wait.
And I will go up. I'll push my head closer to him. Just so you know, one of our compatriots' ideas is to kill you and then use your dead body to speak. So I would be as truthful as you want to be, if you want to live after today. And if you do tell us the truth, then we can be friends. As I'm not sure we've met before, like we mentioned multiple times, but I'm sure we can work something out. Okay?
All right, just 1 second. Just let me unlock the front door and I'll be right back.
All right.
Yo, Abba, would you consider this to be a performance that I am putting on right now?
He just left to go unlock the front door.
Oh, shit. I would consider this to be a performance, wouldn't you?
It's pretty funny. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do that. Sounds like a random idea.
I think I can help you if this is a performance. If this is a performance, I can try and charm him.
Well, the problem is we need to know if he's going to tell the truth or not. So if any magic we can cause to make him tell the truth, any kind of charm.
Yeah, I could probably charm him if this is a performance.
Would be key.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I was asking, would you consider this a performance that I'm putting on right now? That Azura's putting on?
Yeah, that's why I gave him advantage.
Okay. In that case, I'm also going to cast an enthralling performance, which is a DC saving throw of 16 on Wisdom. If he fails, then he's charmed. If he succeeds, he doesn't know I tried to cast it on him.
Okay, let me just check one thing first. Yeah, okay. All right. What's the saving throw?
Wisdom save of 16.
Fails.
Let's go, baby!
He's charmed too.
All right. So, what happens? What do you guys want to do now? As he's completely dazed, he's falling in and out of consciousness, he just hears your voices, and he feels a sense of comfort.
My dear friend, prisoner 237, won't you please tell us everything you know, and what information you were trying to get from us?
What information I know about what?
What do you say?
What information I know about what?
The artifact.
The artifact is something that everyone seeks in this city.
What is the artifact?
seems to be an object of immense magical properties. For those who are seeking it, very little is known other than to those who have garnered information about those who have studied the artifact. Outside
Have
of
you?
some outside of some of the royals and some of the artificers who are working on it, not too many know about its properties or how it actually works.
All right. I'm guessing you work for some of these people that you just mentioned.
Yes,
Who are they?
I work for the nobles faction here in Tyr. The nobles wish to take over the throne, and in order to do so, need immense power to wield.
So they're keen on taking over the throne. All right. And what is your name? Your actual name that these nobles know you by?
I don't have one.
What do you mean you don't have? Oh no, this is a sappy story coming. Never mind. Forget I asked. What else do we need to know? Where is your base? The place you report at?
The Rusty Nail's the point of contact for most newcomers. Though we
And
have many places that constantly move, we tend to work out of the nobles' quarters.
nice. All right. That sounds fancy. How is it that you're able to move in and out of the prison and other places?
Because our influence reaches far and wide. I don't know
Okay.
how they do it. They simply give me my tasks and things are made available to me.
How
Would
do
you-
we get one of the medallions?
Oh, thank God. I was about to ask the exact same thing, man. We're on the same page.
Two of the head guards at the checkpoints have them. Some of the nobles in the nobles' quarters have them. As far as I
And
know, some of the merchants do as well.
and if you were to get one of these medallions for the nobles for the work, what phrase would you say to the guards to get it from them?
I wouldn't
Is
ask
there
the
a secret
guards.
phrase?
If we need to
Who
be
would
able
you
to move
ask?
unimpeded, we either ask the nobles to hand us what we need, or we use some of the back channels within the city in order to evade most of the checkpoints.
Is there any back channels to get out of the city onto the main road and to avoid all the checkpoints there?
There are back channels that would lead you to the city limits towards the gates, but once you're at the gates, the city guards are pretty tight.
How unfortunate. How would we be able to steal one of these medallions or take one of these medallions since we're not able to walk right up to the nobles? Or is that impossible?
It would be rather difficult. The head guards are normally surrounded by other guards, and the nobles' quarters is even more dangerous for those who are not welcome.
What noble... Well, actually, I don't know if I want to do that yet. I
Well,
guess that's fine. The
what,
noble... Sorry,
when,
you want to go?
when would the head guards be at their most uh, available? When their guard is let down the most?
When they're overloaded with work. At the moment, the city's still embroiled in chaos, and all the checkpoints are causing a lot of congestion.
They don't go to bars or meet with women in certain areas?
Yes, they do. At the taverns made for guards. But to enter such an establishment as someone who's not meant to be there would be rather dangerous. And since your faces are known, I don't know if I would recommend it, though. If you'd like
How
to-
were you able to track us so quickly?
It wasn't that we were tracking you. We are always having sentries posted outside of the Gullet's hideout. One of them just happened to report seeing you there. So to my surprise, I came over right away.
But the nobles sent you, I guess, or you sent your gods, right?
We had an agreement and you broke it. This is personal.
Does the nobles know this?
Of course.
But they don't know me, correct?
No.
what is a noble? What is one of the nobles I can reach if I were trying to make a deal that I have found the rest of these people?
I don't understand.
It's fine that you don't understand. How would I seek an audience with one of these nobles for unrelated matters?
The rusty nail's your best bet.
Is there a secret code or anything that you would know?
Go to the barkeep and say Azure High. He'll
Azure
understand.
High.
He'll understand.
Well, thank you very much. I think that's all the information that I can get out or even want. Is there anything you guys want with our friend to say before we let him go or whatever?
Is it too late to make a deal with you and start off on the right foot?
They believe that you are working with the gullet. You are meant to be killed on sight.
The Gullet has many people working for them and expect expectations out of none of them. We don't owe the Gullet anything.
You are seen as a traitor. And you've been seen with the enemy. There is no way you can be trusted.
What if we let you go? Would that be trust?
You can take your chances.
That doesn't sound very optimistic.
I make no promises since I don't make decisions. But they will hear of this regardless. I'm sure you weren't able to capture everyone.
I vote that we let him go. I owe him my life, and now he owes us his. I
He
consider
doesn't
this a
know
trade.
anything. Apparently, his life decisions aren't his to make.
But they'll come for us either way. Why not let him go? Doesn't change the end result. I personally feel that since he was the one that got us out of prison, that I can do him a service and vote in favor of keeping him alive. So that's my vote.
Well, I do not care either way, though I do prefer not to kill where I can. Do either of you have preferences?
Although I really, really wanted to make him a zombie, I think that we should let him go.
Yeah, you are acting completely strange, but alright, next. What about you, big man?
Does the Sumi Tassa's current character have like eyeshadow across her face and stuff? Like, is she like a dark gothy girl now, or?
I mean, her skin's a little bit paler and her hair is a little bit more grayed out. That's about the biggest changes I could see in terms of her physical appearance.
But she didn't put on no bad bitch outfits or anything. It's just.
She's still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, okay, all right.
She just has that aura about her.
I think my opinion is already known. He came for our lives, and he will do so again. If we give him a chance, he will attack us again. I have no doubt in my mind. In the wild, it is kill or be killed. And that is a way of life I have followed.
This isn't the wild, Andre. We're civilized creatures capable of intelligent thought.
Could you write down, because I'm sure you don't have this prepared, Abba, but could you write down the nobles' names that you work for on the sheet of paper?
We don't take
Or
names.
spell it out?
We don't take
So
names.
you don't know who the nobles are.
We understand with our missives and we have a point of contact.
Fine. How would you send messages between one another? Is there a signing thing or signet you use?
Code numbers. I'm 237, and each of my compatriots get real numbers themselves. The only thing we know of is that our leader is named the Benefactor.
The benefactor. Interesting.
I
If we
look
were
over-
to help you get rid of the king and your nobles achieve victory, even though we're technically your enemies. Would that be reason enough to work with me, since we haven't met before? I haven't broken any of their words.
If you can give them what they want, then maybe.
What if we can promise them what they want through you, and let you go tell them?
I will tell them what you have told me, and they will make their decision. It is not for me to decide.
We'll let them know that if they want to reach us, they can do by various means, and that will be our message. And I'll cast mending on his clothes, so the torn is gone, the pee stains or whatever is gone, the smell is gone. I'm just going to do you a favor by doing this, and by no means is this a thing I do for normal people, but no one deserves to have that smell on them. It's quite rank.
I follow suit, and I cast a level 1 healing touch on him as well. God damn it, wrong one.
I want to know, why are the gullet and the nobles enemies?
Because
That's true.
their interests don't intersect. If you want what is mine, then you are my enemy.
Well, let's say this. I want the most information, understanding, and good relations I can do. If the nobles can overthrow the gullet and promise us that, then let's find out what will happen to the king. As no matter what, the king wants it too.
Well,
And none of us like the king, right?
the king's faction is rather strong.
I certainly don't.
But I
Then
make
this-
no decisions. If you wish to know more, then you can go to the Rusty Nail and take your chances there. I will simply deliver the message as I am told to do. That's all I can do.
All right. Well, if we don't go with you to the Rusty Nail and you make it safely, now that you're mended up and a little bit healed, could you find us again to give us some information?
I can find you again, provided you are within the city limits. But beyond that, I cannot tell you what will happen then.
How many guards are at the Rusty Nail?
Guards. They're just agents.
No, I mean your people. My apologies. Language is so hard
I
sometimes.
couldn't tell you. People are coming in and out all the time.
All right. Well, then, what kind of benefits would we get from working with the nobles versus the gullet? Is there an incentive to switching sides?
You get paid.
You are looking out for yourself, huh? I say that with a tone of respect and admiration.
I'm just looking for the best chances for us to come out on the top end.
If
Well, I
they're
guess me
alive,
and you're pretty nice. I don't know about the big guy. He likes to pee on people. I'm still mixed feelings about him.
me too.
Well, you get paid, and you choose the side that you believe is winning.
Well, do you believe your side will win?
Of course.
Do you really believe that?
In what place have you lived where the elites don't win?
Well, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Point.
That is very true. I like his way of thinking. I like you.
He has a great.
Let's do this deal. We'll come to the Rusty Nail when we get a chance. You deliver this message that we will help beat the king, and the better incentive will win. We'll go with you. But if you decide that you want rather kill us than take up this offer, and you see how much damage we can do, we would definitely be a great help. Then come and try to kill us then. That would send a very clear message. A warning would be nice, and if you warn us, I'll promise I won't kill you. But if you'd rather just surprise, then be my guest. Sound like a deal?
Yes. Do you want me to go?
I mean, do you want to go? Yeah, we are friends, so you can stay, I guess.
It is what you wish.
Well, you can make a decision, can't you?
I think he's still charmed.
Oh, okay. I'm just messing with him, man. Are you still? Can you stop that? He's actually kind of weirded me out when he does that.
Do whatever you wish you want to do. If you want to leave, then by all means head back and report to what you've heard, what we've discussed. We don't have any intention of being enemies. I meant that from the beginning.
We just wanted a discussion. And also, we killed your friend, by the way, out of respect.
They died in the line of work. That is what happens when you do this kind of job.
No,
Well,
we killed the rookie who was willing to be the snitch on you guys.
That's what I was saying. We killed the rookie. He won't be snitching anymore.
Good. His family will also pay the price. Then with that, I'm going to leave.
Well,
And
be
this is the
fair,
type
to be
of
fair, we
person
did
that
torture
you
him
will
really
trust.
well. Please don't kill his family.
And
Just
as
my
he,
wish.
as he hears your comments, he looks up at Andre, who peed at him earlier, and he says, "We'll be talking sometime soon." And he walks past him. And he continues walking until he's out of view and behind.
Should we be worried about the family thing? I was not expecting that at all when I came up with this plan. That sounds very dark.
And at this point, I will look at the party members, and this is the guy you choose to trust.
I wasn't trusting anybody. To be fair, it seems like a really stupid idea to let him go. He will definitely try to come kill us. And you, of course, number one first, since you peed on him. But that's not your fault. You thought he was going to die.
Well, let's go to this Rusty Nail place and get
Yes, let's
set
do
up,
this
why don't
quickly.
we?
Maybe not have
Yeah.
the other guy's family die.
All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
I guess we're gonna make our way following the guy to the Rusty Nail.
Tired,
We,
Oh,
we
oh,
will
oh.
now go headlong into a fucking ambush. Let's go.
bruh.
I want to know what happened to all my money.
Oh, I think you got robbed. Somebody took all your money
Oh no! You had so much.
because they thought you were dead or something. I know somebody took all your money.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have no more money. That's what actually happened, but you wouldn't know that. You were dead, and your body, you got shot by a cannon, so maybe the money flew away. Who knows, right?
Okay.
It did disintegrate a lot of stuff other than you, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys are now leaving the southern part of the city of Tyr. I'm going to actually load back the other screen so we can just take a look at what that looks like. And just bring that up so we all know where we are. So, as you guys begin to leave the deserted city and you see all the dead bodies of all the people that you'd killed, you guys now arrive right outside of the Iron Square. And now you're starting to see people. So you can feel the ambiance change. You're starting to see the markets. You're starting to see neighborhoods. Let me just
I cast disguise on myself to look like some like average looking Joe male
Sure.
in descent.
Just
No,
don't-
wait.
Just don't forget, you guys all have cloaks and stuff like that. So it's not like you guys are just walking around with your regular face.
Yeah, but I just don't want it to be that easy. Like, wind and shit. Like, I'm not taking those risks.
Yeah, no worries. All right, let's just change this. So as you guys are walking forward and you're making your way through the city, you come up to an area that appears to be a gate towards the royal palace. In front of it, there's a giant square that is up ahead. To your right, there are alleyways that lead into the neighborhood, and to your left is just a giant wall that leads over to the palace itself. If you guys want to look on the map, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So it's right here.
We are following the prisoner, right?
No, he's already out of earshot. He's already gone.
I'm also walking behind you guys, like a couple of feet steps,
Fair enough. We're spread out in a bit, keeping an eye on each other.
Exactly. We're not just grouped up like a bunch of dumbasses that are, wanted.
Sorry. So yeah, you guys are like right around here. Oh man, I don't know how to do this shit. Shit looks ugly. Why can't you make these lines thinner? I don't understand that. But anyways.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But yeah, that's where you guys are right now.
All right. Do we know at all where the Rusty Nail is, or do I know, or anything like
Yeah,
that?
so it's in the Warrens. You've already been told
Got
this
it.
a few times. So if I'm going to draw where it is, all right. So here it is. I'm going to do this way. So this is where you guys are right now, right around here. So there's the square right in front of you over here, and there's the alleyway over here. The Rusty Nail's up here, in the warrens. So you have quite a long way to go through the merchant districts, through some of the poor areas to get to the warrens.
All right.
So, which way do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go through the square, where there seems to be quite a lot of people? Do you want to go through some of the neighborhoods, where there seems to be guards posted at different spots? Like, which way do you want to go?
I think we'll go through the square where there's a huge amount of people to hide amongst the masses.
Didn't you say that there was an alleyway?
Yeah, the alleyway is where it leads to the neighborhood, and that's where the
Yeah,
guards.
but there's a lot of guards there, so I don't know if you want to go
okay.
around guards with very little people around.
So,
All
yeah.
right. I'd put on the square too.
Okay, all right. So, as you guys come up to the square, you see a whole bunch of people surrounding it, and you actually see a couple guards posted on the top of the wall, but none really like necessarily on the floor itself. You just see a huge crowd of people assembled around the square, and they all seem to be surrounding this giant, what appears to be a giant brazier. And you hear screaming and shouting, and you hear what appears to be someone preaching. And as you approach it and you get a little bit closer, this is what you see.
You're muffled.
Sorry. And as you approach it and you get closer, this is what you see. All right. Great. Can you guys all see?
Yes.
Great. Yes. So as you're approaching here from the the western side, you guys see a crowd of people as well as someone screaming from the center. And as you get closer, now the words become intelligible, and then you hear them saying, "And now, we will sacrifice more of the heathens who have brought chaos and criminality to the city. Feast your eyes upon some of the traitors amongst you who would have your own fellow citizens killed." And you hear people screaming and people throwing rocks. And you begin to see what appears like a giant executioner clad in black armor and a giant halberd just swing it. And you hear a thud as it hits the ground. And as that happens, you hear the crowd yell, "Ah, death to traitors! They sympathize with orcs!" And as there's blood everywhere, you guys want to get closer to see, or do you guys want to go around and kind of move past it?
We'll go around, but every time they cheer, I'll cheer with them.
Okay. Yeah. And so as you move towards the chair and you pass children, adults, women, all the guards seem to be more so on the inside rather than the outside. But because you guys are behind such a crowd, you really can't see, except for Andre. Andre's so tall that he can actually make out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. We're keeping a good amount of distance between each other, so we
Andre.
don't look like we're all traveling as a group as much.
Andre, roll me a perception check.
Stop moving me close to that man. I would not be close to him.
And that's not what you said earlier, by the way.
Okay, cool. So as you guys are moving, Andre, you're looking, but you really can't
Yeah,
make
that's
out
the plan.
any of the heads or any of the people who are being chopped up. You can't tell what's going on necessarily clearly, but you can clearly see that there are bodies piled up. And as you look, Andre, you can actually see one of the bodies being tossed into the fire. And as it happens, the fire gets way larger all of a sudden. The crowd yells, "Yes! Sacrifice them!" And you guys continue making your way around the crowd towards the eastern exit. And the preacher continues going, "Now, here, we have people who have aided and abetted in the escape of criminals from the prison itself. They would release murderers to affect you, to endanger your children and your families. We shall sacrifice them for the greater good." And they say, "Yes, death to the criminals!" As the crowd cheers and roars, you see the executioner prepare his blade once again. And what do you guys do at this point?
Well, I have no
That's none of
intentions
my
of
business.
interrupting. I'm just gonna look at. I was like, "Oh, this is a very nice drink." As we walk by,
Yeah? Okay,
let's
cool.
keep going.
Tacita, roll me a perception check.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You're good. This is a thinner crowd over here. You're gonna see it probably.
I know who this is.
Oh, we all know. As players, we all
So
know.
that's a 16.
As characters,
16?
I have no clue.
Yeah. So as this person's being laid down, Andre, you're looking. You could see their figure, but you don't necessarily recognize them. And as this person's being laid down, their head's being placed right onto the side of the tomb, the table itself. This person comes out and says, "I have no regrets. I would do it again." And Tacita, you recognize it. It's actually the voice of the chef, Hatha, from the prison. And as you hear her voice and what she says, all of a sudden, the axe is lifted. And what do you do in that moment?
I want to watch.
Yeah, and so Tacita, as you make your way, just not too deeply into the crowd, but just enough just to be able to pass some of the taller people. You're pretty tall yourself, so you're still pretty far at the back. You see Hatha right there, her head on the block. And as she sounds there, she seems rather calm, even though she seems also slightly afraid at the same time. And as the axe comes down, her head goes and it just drops, and then blood comes spewing out. And you see two guards go over to her lifeless body and they just chuck it into the brazier. And the brazier gets stronger once again. You see Hatha's head just kind of rolling on the podium itself.
I've seen enough, so I turn around and go back.
Yeah, and as you go back to join the rest of the crowd, you guys are now all the way over here. And as you guys are walking off in this direction, Azura, roll me a perception check. All right, yeah. And,
Could I roll perception as well, or no?
Oh my god!
No, unfortunately
Okay.
you can't. All right.
Fair enough.
And as Azura, you are hearing all the commotion behind you. You're not actually able to recognize any of the voices or any of the people being involved. And you guys continue on your way. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave this area?
Is there anything you guys want to do? Galahad does not give a crap,
I'm good.
nor does he know anyone in the prison.
Yeah, I'm good. Azura's good. Let's keep moving.
All right. And so
I'll ask Tacita what piqued her interest there.
yeah, so
Seemed like a good show.
Mm.
all right. And so as you guys leave the area, you walk away from the town square. And as you hear the sounds of cheering starting to lower and not be as loud as it was before, you are now. Let me just pull this bitch up. All right, cool. You guys are now starting to enter the Elven Market. This is where some of the non-humans would live. And as you walk through this area, you start to see dwarves. You start to see lower quality shacks and houses, but it still seems to be an area where most of the non-humans live. So you'll see people of different races kind of gathered here and exchanging. And as you make your way through this area, you are heading towards the Warrens. When in front of you, you come at a juncture where you see a checkpoint, or what appears to be a funneling of people. So let me just pull that up for you. Here you go.
Your voice got a little muffled again.
It's going to happen. All right. So here we are. You guys are now here on the western side, which is right around here. And as you guys are moving forward, you see a bunch of shops. You see a brothel on your right. You see a couple of merchants on your left. And you see just a flood of people. And is there anything you guys want to do at the moment?
You said we see a checkpoint?
You see like what appears to be a lot of people up ahead of you, a crowd, but you can't make out what's going on up there.
Is there any way we could... Is there seem to be guards on like in the alleyways again?
You can't necessarily see guards. You just see people in some of the alleyways.
What do you guys
I'd
think we
like
should
to
do?
check out some of the shops.
Okay.
All right, I guess that's good enough for blending in. Well, I guess
No.
we'll check out some of the shops. What kind of shops are there?
Yeah, you see what appears to be like a general store, as well as one or two armorers that seem to specialize in like leather armor and stuff like that, and then one also who seems to just be selling food. So these merchant stalls are kind of like random. They kind of change out. They seem to be rented spaces, so it's not anyone who's there consistently. So the wares are from traveling merchants.
All right. I'm gonna pick up some breakfast, I guess. Like to go, like a tomato or something.
Cool. Yep. So you go over
Nice.
here towards this food stall. What about the other three?
I joined him. I did say that eating on or thinking on an empty stomach is crime.
All right.
I would like to check out the general store. And by the way, how much gold or how much currency are we supposed to have?
Yeah. So in terms of currency, what you guys would have received, you guys would receive 30 coppers, and then you guys would receive 20 silvers and 10 gold pieces.
All right.
Like in total?
Yeah. So 30 coppers, 20 silvers each, and then for each one of you. Sorry.
Oh, is that just the new, or is that not counting the stuff we got below in the rat area?
Yeah, it doesn't
as
count.
well?
It's not counting any of that. It's just what you were given by Lydia.
Oh, okay. So 10 copper.
No. 30 copper, 20 silver, 10 gold.
Sweet. Sweet. I'm gonna buy breakfast.
All right. And so as you guys are going to each shop, I'm actually going to go with Andre Ferd. You walk up to the general store, and as you approach the merchant, he's actually finishing up with one other customer who seems displeased. And as the customer leaves, oof, goddamn, I just feel the need to shit all of a sudden.
It happens.
Oh, bro,
It happens.
this is brutal.
It is what it is.
Hey, do we need to take a quick 5?
Yeah. I think we're going to have to take a quick 5. We're going to come
Let's
back.
take a quick 10, maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm not even current. I ain't even going to hold y'all. That shit came in hard and quick, bro. Pause.
I was
I'll
spilled
be
all
back.
my water over. Good luck.
Hey, man, you know what? We've been at it for 2.5 hours. Let me just take this
Let's
minute,
take a break.
man.
Let's take a.
I'll be back.
10.
I need a D&D break, all right? I need to go to my
That's fair.
dungeon
That's
so I can
fair.
release
No,
this
okay,
dragon.
just go,
You feel
Abba.
me?
You're making it worse. Just go. All right, guys. We're just gonna take a quick break. It seems like
Oh my
for
god, I'm too hot for that shit. Oh Jesus.
too many reasons. I'm gonna go get a drink as well. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and walk around for a minute. Jesus Christ, my knees.
Are we back yet? Are we good? No? Yes?
I think Abba is still summoning a demon.
Alright.
All right. Okay, I'm back. Whew, that was good. Bro, that shit was nice. That shit was super nice.
My gosh. Alright.
Whew.
That was a funny break.
God damn, I don't know what happened. It just came up to me. It was like, bro, you need to do something right now. I was like, all right, let's go.
So you name your kid, or
No, I never named him because I'm about to flush him. You feel me?
Mm.
I just said goodbye properly.
I was super confused for a moment. I was like, what kid?
I think that's what you meant, right?
Oh yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Unless you actually have a kid now.
No. You know when you blow up a bathroom so bad,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
yeah,
see
yeah.
someone else like waiting to go in the bathroom, and you're just like, nah, don't go in there,
Yeah. I've seen that happen before,
bro.
for sure.
Every time I leave a bathroom and I blow it up, and there's someone waiting outside, I'm just like, turn around. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
All right, I've just been shadow touched. All right. While waiting, I'm actually gonna do this. We're waiting for Hip-Hop. I'll do this with Andre. Andre, as you approach the store, and the man is leaving, the one who just finished working with the merchant. The merchant looks over. He says, "Hey, you're looking to buy something? Hopefully, you're better than the last customer."
Yes, sir. Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course, it's mostly a general store. I deal in perfumes, small homebrew potions, herbs. And if you're really interested, sometimes we have a couple of weird trinkets here and there. Don't know what they do, but I try to buy them and then sell them for cheap prices. Some of them are useless, some of them are useful. You never know.
First off, let's see some of your potions.
Of course, I won't lie to you, since the riots have happened, it's been quite hard to acquire higher grade potions. So if you'd like things like antidotes, we happen to have some minor ones as well as some minor healing potions. Which one would you like?
I would probably like some minor healing potions. Maybe 2 of those.
Okay. By the way, is there a young lady that you're interested in?
A young lady?
And then he kind of leans over the counter and he says, we've just got 2 amazing items that are not normally advertised as they are illegal, but they are pretty good. We have a love potion and we have a bedroom concoction, if you will. Keep the stamina going, if you know what I mean. Gets the heart pumping.
Well, sir, I believe if you take a good look at me, I think you'll find that I am not lacking in this regard.
I mean, I have no doubt. I'm not trying to insult you, my friend, but sometimes when you're in love, your emotions get the better of you, and sometimes you feel nervous as a means to cope with what's going on. You don't want to be at the moment of truth and not be ready to do what must be done, right?
Well, I do see what you're saying. However, it is the female party that, in fact, feels this way. In fact, the bard of the group has, in fact, stated that she cannot hardly keep her legs closed to keep the gushing from stopping.
Oh, friend, I don't know who's in your group or who you're friends with, but if you don't want the potions or any of that, it's just fine. I still can offer you the antidotes and the healing potions. But if you're interested in some of the more rare wares, then we have those too, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, first those potions, and then I would quite happily take a look at some of your trinkets.
All right. Well, here the healing potions. Those normally sell for 3 silver. And then you have the antidotes. Those normally sell for 2 silver.
Right. Well, I will take 2 of your healing potions.
All right. Well, that'll be 6 silver for those. Is there anything else I can offer you?
Yes, those trinkets you were talking about, often useless, sometimes useful.
Yeah. Well, we work on a bit of a lottery system, if you will. I show you 2 of them. They're both within a box. And at such point, you pick one of the boxes and which one you get. Well, then you keep it. But you won't know until you open the box. That's how it functions. It's a little odd, I know, but it's basically like take your chances. I can't guarantee it'll be good or I can't guarantee it'll be terrible. But people love to dream, so you never know.
Let's try this out, shall we?
All right, then. Well, in that case, normally these boxes come at around 2 gold pieces. So, if you'd like to do this, you're going to have to roll me a d6.
Ba-ba-dum. Ooh, a 5.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Then here's this box, and he offers you a red-looking box. And he says, listen, be honest with you, I have no idea what's inside. But you can ensure that this is a real trinket in there. It's my honor. Put my name on the line. Everybody knows me around here. So, there's some integrity involved. Now, I'm going to keep these 2 gold pieces. And don't forget, even if it's a shitty item, you can't come back here and be upset. I told you the rules.
Thanks for your business, and I slide him 3 copper pieces on top.
Oi, good doing business with you, mate. By the way, be careful up there. That checkpoint, they're pretty aggressive. I don't know why you're out here wearing that big-ass cloak, but just in case you're trying to avoid them, I would avoid going to that checkpoint.
This is why you pay kindness to your merchants. Thank you, and have a good day.
All right, and now we're going to zip over to Tacita, Azura, and Galahad. And as they approach the young dwarf, can't even tell if he's young or not. He's just a dwarf. He's sitting there, basically sifting through stuff as he's about to hand it to a customer. He looks back at you and then kind of wipes the sweat off his brow and says, well, are you guys hungry?
Yes, we want breakfast. What do you have to offer?
I'm absolutely famished.
Well, if you guys are hungry, I can offer you food. As far as breakfast goes, it depends what you like for the morning. But if you'd like, we have the apples over there. We have some good vegetables over here. And as far as breakfast goes, I have this giant pot of oatmeal.
Not the best choices of my prefer, but I like your options.
Does this look like an inn to you? This is street food. So,
Hey, I said I liked your options. You don't need to be crude.
all right,
I'll
then.
take the oatmeal.
That'll be 1 copper each.
I'll take oatmeal and an apple, please.
Then that'll be 2 coppers. These apples are actually quite high grade. I recommend them.
Ooh, I'll take one as well then. 2 coppers.
All
And
right.
that will take an additional apple, and then I hand 4 copper over. Keep the change.
All right. Well, it's not too often that people are that kind around here, so I appreciate that. And what about you, tall lady? I'm sure you're in need of some nutrition as well.
Do you have any vegetables like an eggplant or a cucumber?
And he looks at you and says, those, I'm not sure what they are, but we do have these big carrots.
I'll take the carrot.
All right. Well, how many carrots would you like?
2.
Big or small?
Big.
All right. And so he starts sifting through the bag and he finds the largest carrots and he goes and he tosses them at you and he says, "Seems like these are your right size. That'll be 2 coppers, please."
You sure
I
you're
give
not
him 3 coppers.
And then
you
he
sure
look.
you're not souls there, Tacita?
I'm sorry?
Oh, I just assume with the way you've been all doom and gloom that you would look for some bones, some meat, something to eat to live.
No, I'm not hungry.
All right. Okay. Well, as you guys all grab your food, you guys start sifting through it and start eating it. And as you do so, each of you gain 10 hit points back.
Nice.
And
No, I don't eat mine. I keep mine, and I want to go to the general store next door.
okay. All right. And Tacita, you go to the general store. And
I follow.
All right.
and you
I guess we're all following.
okay. And you guys meet up with Andre. He's just leaving the general store. And just as you
Ooh.
guys meet up, you hear a bit of a commotion behind you. And let me just kind of reveal what you guys would have seen since you guys got a bit closer. You see what is like a giant checkpoint over here and a giant crowd. And as that's unfolding, all of a sudden the crowd kind of disperses and a group of people come rolling through. And as you see that happening, let me just pull these guys up right now.
Like away from us or towards us?
They open up and you see people coming towards you in your direction. Well,
Ooh,
but then, moving down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just.
By the way, guys, the general store merchant has advised me that the guards at this particular checkpoint are known to be quite rough. And
Well, hey, I hear some commotion, so maybe we should spread out. Good advice, though. Nice red box. Looks fun.
Good thing they're not looking for me, Andrew.
Oh, got
Let's
it. Right.
disperse and stay in the shadows. I don't know what's going on, but you don't want to be seen.
I don't disperse. I head towards the general store.
All right. And so just as you guys see that, you guys look and you see these giant orcs kind of walking towards you. And as they start approaching, there seems to be about 7 of them.
Are they approaching directly towards us?
They're walking off in your direction. Just-
Okay. I'm gonna be in line, like I'm being in line behind Azura in the general store, but not with Azura. And I just told them to disperse, so hopefully you guys pay attention. We don't want another beam incident happening.
yes, at this point, Andre has gone out in search of actual fucking food.
Yeah.
Since he is a fucking carnivore.
So you see a bunch of giant orcs just kind of walking towards you. They're giant in build, way larger than the half orcs you've seen before. And at the front of them is a Leonin. He's a giant white-furred lion humanoid creature, basically. And as he's walking ahead of the pack, you see an eye patch on his right eye and scars all across his body. You can really tell that just by looking at him, he's a battle-hardened individual. And as they walk, the crowd clears as everyone seems to be slightly afraid of them. I don't know why they just merged, but whatever. And as they keep walking forward, they're walking past you guys. And as they get closer, they say, "Get out of the way."
By all means. And I'll take a step out of the way so that we can
I
move.
also move out of the way.
I was not in the way to begin with.
I continue into the store.
Okay. And as they walk past you guys, you hear them smelling.
Oh my god!
As they walk past you guys, they just start smelling. Fuck, I hate this shitty. Let's just get this job over with. And they walk past you guys and off into the distance. And that's what ends up happening right there. And now you guys have walked into the general store, Tacita and Azura. And Tacita, as you approach, the guy looks at you and says, "Oh, could I help you?"
Hi, I'm looking for healing potions.
By all means. We're starting to run low on them, so my last few are going to be a little bit more expensive than the last. But you can buy some healing potions. They're going for 3 silver.
How many do you have?
I have 3 left.
I'll take all 3.
All right. Well, that'll be 9 silver then. Is there anything else I can get for you? Maybe a love potion in case you're trying to find somebody special in your life.
How much is the love potion?
It is currently 7 silvers. But it'll make anybody fall in love with you. Provided they already see you in a positive light, it can really have some strong effects. Trust me, I found my wife and we've been together for 12 years now. You deserve love in your life, milady. Someone as tall and as fine as yourself.
How about we do 2 healing potions and a love potion for 10 silver?
I'll do it for 12.
I'll walk over to the general store and say, "Ah, I see you've met the fine gentleman."
Oh, are these your friends?
Yes,
Well,
they are.
Seems like one of them is interested in love at the end of the day. So, you like my deal?
All I have is 10 silver.
Well, if you have 1 gold coin and 5 silver pieces, then I'll take that.
You got a deal.
All right. Well then, here are your potions, and he hands you this green concoction as well as 2 red potions, so you can add those to your inventory.
I do not like this man anymore.
All right. Well, if there's anything else I can do for you guys,
I would like to buy a healing potion. If you don't mind.
unfortunately, we only have 1 left. So if you'd like that last one, it's 3 silver.
All right. I'll meet you. 3 silver. But it can be 4 silver if you can give me some information. If you have any.
Well, it depends what kind of information, but provided it won't give me any hot water, then maybe I could help you.
I don't like talking too much, and I'm holding a potion that's... And I'll hold up the vial of rat poison. I'm holding something that is very delicate, and I know the guards up there to be really strong-headed, and I don't want this to be harmed because it's very expensive. Is there any way I can move around the checkpoint to ensure my goods, from one merchant to another, are safe? As I plan on selling this.
I mean, I guess you could try the back alleys, but they're normally covered with ruffians and other kinds of lowlives who'd rather slit your throats and rob you than give you any opportunity to pass. Really is
Fair enough.
quite chaotic in this city.
Well, thank you for the advice, and I'll give him 4 silver.
Well, I appreciate it, and I hope things go well for you guys. You've been good to me.
And I hope things go well for you, too.
Yes, sir.
Be safe out there.
All right.
After the riot seemed to be still kind of tense.
Well, the city's always embroiled in chaos. That's what it means to live in this city. Places you can make a lot of money, but also take your life.
Do you have anything else for sale other than healing potions and the love potion that you just sold?
Well, we do have this last trinket box here. If you want to buy this one, it'll actually be rather expensive. It'll be 3 gold pieces.
For a trinket box. Do I know what's inside, or
No.
is it a mystery?
They are mystery boxes. We
So
don't
a
know
gamble
ourselves. But sometimes people have found all kinds of treasures, and other times it's been complete duds.
Is there instructions on what's in the box? Would I already know what it is?
None whatsoever. You have to purchase it. You get to open it. They're magically sealed, so if anyone opens it, they're expected to be the owner. If the seal's already undone before you've opened it, then it's a giant waste of time.
If I were to open it here now, could you tell me what it is if I don't know already?
Could I tell you what?
I'll buy the box, and then I'll open it in front of you, and then together we can figure out what it is, since you don't know what it is.
I mean, you
It'll
can
be a
open
fun
it,
gamble.
but I'll be honest with you. Every time I've seen those boxes opened, I've never known what's inside. I'm not exactly
Fair
good at
enough, then.
identifying magical items or things like that.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Here's 3 gold. That's what you offer. That was the price, right?
Of course. And here's your box, and he slides over a red box. A green box to you. And he says, well, hopefully it gives you great fortune. And if it doesn't, don't forget, I told you the rules before you got it, so...
No, it's all fine. I
Alright.
love gambling, fair enough.
All right, good.
Big guy. Is this where you got the other box?
Yes, you want to open them both and see what we got?
Why not? I love gambling. Let's see what we did.
Can I shop now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Azura,
Yes.
what do you want?
What does he have left?
He just has antidotes, and aside from that, he's got endurance potions.
I buy
Oh,
all
that's-
of it.
All right. Well, if you'd like my last 3 antidotes, each one of them are around 3 silver, and the endurance potions, those ones are on discount. They're special. They're 1 gold each for special occasions.
What kind of endurance does
How
that
many does
mean?
he have?
Well, if you're tired and you're feeling exhausted and your muscles aching everywhere, well, it'll completely rejuvenate you. And if you use it right before doing the grown up, well, you'll be very grown.
Yeah, I buy it all.
All right, then. Well, that'll be 3 gold pieces, and that'll be 9 silver. My, you guys have cleaned out my inventory. I like you guys.
Well, make sure you have more stuff next time we come around, if you like us that much.
Yeah, and make sure you don't swindle my party member next time.
Yeah, Azura, roll me a perception check.
I think you mean Tacita, right?
No, Azura.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So, Azura, as you're doing that, you actually notice a kid kind of ruffling through the barrels on the left side, and the kid's like basically kind of ruffling through as he's kind of also eavesdropping on you. And he looks over at you and he goes, "Hey, psst, come over here."
Why?
'Cause I got something that might interest you.
Like what?
I don't want to say it out there. Come on.
I look to the party and say, stand guard. I'll be right back.
All right, and I'll say that in her head. Just keep in touch.
All right. So as he sees you coming across the barrels, he runs behind the merchant's spot. He says, "Oi, I heard that you guys are trying to find a different way around the checkpoint."
Who told you that?
"Oh, well, you did. I was listening on your conversation. You just weren't perceptive enough to notice. But look, I can help you."
How can you help?
"Well, if you pay me, I can lead you to a different way."
And how much would such generosity require us to pay?
And he kind of looks you up and down. He says, "Well, if I'm being honest, you look like you have something to hide. So I'll do it for 2 gold pieces."
I see. That's a lot of money.
"Yeah, well, I also watched you open your pouch and pay him off for endurance potions like it was nothing. So what do you say?"
Yes, but that's because the things that keep me alive have value.
"Well, if you want to go to that checkpoint and take your chances, then good. But if you want to stay alive longer, then maybe you follow me. Who knows?"
You make a strong point, young man. What's
Yeah.
your name?
"My name is Caleb."
Caleb.
That's not my real name, but that's just what I'm telling you.
Well, my name is Andrew. That's not my real name, but that's what I'm telling you too.
That's fine. This is transaction. Business. Now, shall we?
Let me go back and talk to my people.
All right. Don't wait too long before someone else snags up the offer. And he kind of runs off into the back alley.
All right, you can just tell us telepathically. You don't even have to come out.
Yeah, I was basically repeating everything in my head that he was saying.
Okay. Cool.
I'm skilled that way.
All right. Well, and I was just relaying it to Andre and Tacita. All right, guys. So now we know that. I feel like this kid could be trusted, but he likes money, right? So maybe he's being paid more by the guards to find people like us before we get to him. But let's try it anyway, and just be on your guard. It's probably the best bet we have so far. Does that sound good to everyone else?
Why don't we all just turn invisible?
What?
Because some of us can't.
When did you turn invisible? Okay, you know what? I get your jokes of how
Hidden
you can do
stuff.
things and I can't. It's nice, it's fun and games. But not all of us can do everything, okay? If you want to turn invisible, then you two can do so and go past the checkpoint while we follow the kids. That way, we keep in touch, and just in case one of us needs help with the other, we can do that, if that's what you prefer.
We should split up. That way we don't get ambushed at the same time. And it's easier for 2 people to escape than for 4.
So you two, since you can turn invisible and stuff, if you want to walk around and be invisible, I'd recommend going behind the merchant's building, turning invisible, then walking where you want to walk. Or you can walk with us. I don't care what you do, but it's your idea.
Oh, that's also a good idea. Invisible while walking with us.
We should stick together, but I'll
Okay.
use my hidden step.
Well, let's make sure we're behind. But I'll stop you before you start doing whatever you're about to do. And why don't you just wait until we get out of eyesight? Because just going invisible in the middle of the road is a bad sign.
I walk back
Okay.
over to the barrels and
All
I
right.
go,
So we're now moving to the back of the merchant's area where the kids was. Are you guys coming with me?
I follow.
Andre, Tacita?
Yeah, waiting about 30 seconds, I will follow. And once we get to like about here, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
All right.
All right.
So Sumi and Andre are going to be invisible, and we are walking with the kid.
Okay. Yeah. So as you approach behind the barrel, the kid looks at you and goes, "Oi, follow me behind the merchant's office." And then he brings
Hey,
you.
kid, just before we go, and I will connect with him mentally, I can read your thoughts. So be careful if you're going to double up on us and betray us, okay?
And he looks at you and he says, "No, you can't. You can't read my thoughts. Prove it."
And I'll just say I'll say in his head, I can. If you want me to test it, I'll have to exchange myself, and then you will make me waste some of my energy. And if that's the case, then I will do no such thing
Okay.
and just go tell the guards
Roll
that
me.
you were
Roll me.
helping people.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see how this works. Please be a good roll. Come on. Okay, 11 plus intimidation
Yeah.
plus 3, so that's a 14.
And he says, "Oh, you can really read my thoughts."
Don't make me do it. I would have to exchange myself, and then I'll just go to the guards to tell them you're helping people if you're going to betray us. And maybe they'll help
Well,
us more.
if you can read my thoughts, then what number am I picking right now between 1 to 10? Tell me.
And I'll start to unsheath my sword. I'm not going to be ordered around by you, and I don't care to harm kids.
Okay.
in time. Are we doing this or not?
Well,
Come on, hurry up. We don't have all day.
give me the money.
All right.
Give me the
We'll
money.
We'll give you half now and half on the other side. Here, and I'll toss him a gold.
Agreed.
Fine, but just don't stop reading my. Just 2 of you.
Yes, just the 2 of us.
You guys
Is
are
that a
strange.
problem?
No, it's fine. Just want to make sure we know who's coming. Okay. Well, follow me then.
All right.
Oh, who's this big guy?
Well, isn't he invisible?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Not yet. Like we're waiting until like
We were already. Oh, okay. Cool. I
like
guess this is
30
three.
seconds, like I said earlier.
All right.
This is 3 of us, but one of us can do some really fancy magic tricks.
Okay.
You'll see in a moment.
All right. Well, you guys are being strange, but okay. Follow me. You paid me, so I'll do what I'm told. Okay. Follow me this way. All right.
Following.
And so as we walk, okay, here we go. And then he walks up to a lady in the orange over here who's kind of just standing off in this corner. He says, "Yeah, they're good. They want passage, and I found them. Here's what they paid me." And he throws a gold. And she says, "Oh, you sure they're good?" I said, "Yeah, they're perfect." I said, "Okay, you guys can pass."
And now we'll turn invisible.
Okay. So you guys are following. How far behind are you?
About what's this in feet? Like 15?
Okay, cool. So you guys are about 15 feet behind, so that would be like right around here. And as you guys move forward, let's see here, you guys move, And now this alleyway is going to be revealed to you. All right. And as you guys move forward, he says, guys, this way. But just make sure not to make too much commotion, because if they find out we're in the back
That's
house.
all right. I already know. I
Alright.
can hear your thoughts, remember?
All right, this way.
We have to keep quiet, guys.
Okay.
I
And
thought yes.
he leads you guys down this way, and you also follow Andre. And as he does so, Azura and Galahad, roll me perception checks.
Bro,
Alright.
stop picking me.
You're the one who's at the front.
Yeah, man, but you know this is bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, come on. It was a nat 20 at first. All right, 7.
Yeah. So just as you guys get right around to this corner right here, all of a sudden, a bunch of people just appear all around you. Let's see here. Let me just pull this up here. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Got it saved over here. And just as that happens, you see a bunch of ruffians kind of pop up all around you. And some of them are holding weapons. And they just come out. They go, oh, well. Seems like you've done a good job. Get lost, kid. And as that happens, the kid looks up and he says, don't read people's thoughts. And he just runs off into the darkness, right? And as that happens, I'm just going to pull up the guys so you can see what they look like. Where do I have these?
Right.
So,
Seeing this happen, I'm gonna whisper to Tacita. So, are we gonna help these people that blindly trusted this kid, or are we just gonna turn back and go?
Blindly trusted. Cool.
I mean, did you check if he was lying? Did you follow him into a dark fucking alley?
How would I check?
Hold up a minute.
Roll for a magical spell I don't have.
all right. And as he pops up, here we go. Got him. Okay. You see this big guy come forward from behind one of the alleys, and right beside you, you got this dude right here. This guy is actually going to be upstairs. And right in front of you, you're going to see this other big dude. And you guys realize that there's a lot of people. All right. Good. So, as you're looking, you see about 7 people just surround you. And then this big guy comes up first and says, Hoy, if you want to use these alleys, then you're going to have to pay up.
Finally, we finally found you all. You know how hard it is to actually pretend that you're supposed to be a ruffian.
What you talking about, brother?
What do you mean? Maybe if you haven't noticed, the people that you've kind of roughed down doesn't seem to be well for us guards. We used to get bribes, but now you're getting our bribes.
Well,
But I am a kind man, and since we are used to getting bribes, my fellow guards kind of pissed me off this morning. They said that you're never going to find the people that are being taken. You're never going to find them. And they threw my breakfast on the ground. So, in spite of them, why don't you give me a bribe, and I will tell them that you're not back here.
huh? Brother, what is he talking about? I have no idea either.
Do you want me to call the guards that are waiting for my signal to come back here and help?
Roll me a persuasion check.
All right. This is the most bullcrap I've been ever doing in a day.
I look over to Gala and say, doesn't the gullet have control over this area?
So 7. Gosh dang it.
He looks at you and says, you take me for a fool, huh? The only reason you're back in these alleys is because you want to avoid the guard yourself. So if we call them, I'm sure they're going to take a way more interest in you than us.
Not really. I told the kid I can read his thoughts. I was trying to find you. But if you don't believe me, that's fine.
Listen, you're doing too much talking. Either you empty your pockets or we kill you right here. And just as that happens, one of the other guards pops it right behind you, puts a blade right to your rib cage.
Can I, while this is going on, sneak up these stairs and get behind this dude up here?
Let me see how big. Okay, Andre. First off, your character's fucking huge. So let me just appropriately. These are very narrow stairs. So if you want, you could try it, but there's going to be a deck saving.
I have advantage. Fuck it. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So roll me deck saving throw.
A 20.
Okay, cool. So as you move up the stairs, you're able to nimbly do so and do so quietly that you actually get to the top of the stairs. And you are now up here, right around there. Let me roll a perception check just to see.
You can see invisible? Oh, I know what you're doing. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, no. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's not able to detect you as you move up here.
Stay there for a little bit. Oh my god, you just dropped me through the fucking ceiling.
It's okay, you're good. You're like right up here.
I fear the ruffian. We work with the gullet. Back off.
Okay, so while that happened, you moved up there. So he says, the gullet, what difference does it make to us? We need to make money. So.
How much do you want, then?
Says, I wanted everything. If you want to pass
everything?
And you want to
I
live,
shatter.
give me all your gold. And as he does so, the other brother comes into range. What's happened?
I cast shatter right here to hit all three of these guys.
And okay, wait. Won't that include me? Hold up a minute.
Right here. If I cast
you could hit. Hold up. Let me just do this real quick. All right, we're gonna. Seems like we're about to fight. So,
take a hit, bro. This is your 5 minutes of tanking.
All right, hold up. Let me just get the draw grid. Does that work? All right, it does work. And let's say if I can make the grid bigger. Actually might be tough. All right. If I do that and I make the grid a little bit bigger. Okay, yeah, I see what I'll do. That's an issue. You want to do it there. If you're doing it, okay, if I'm assuming that these guys are all on the grid and you're right beside, you would be hit. You can hit 2 of them. You won't be able to hit 3.
What is the saving throw if you try to hit me as well?
It's a 16 Constitution.
All right, hit me as well.
If you do that, you can hit 4.
In that case, I would target it over here to hit these guys.
These 3?
All 4, including Galahad.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's like a sphere, right? Shatter?
It's a sphere, but can I cast it here and it's 15 to there?
Yeah, but it wouldn't hit this guy then.
Hit as many as you can.
If it's only 15 feet, there's no way you can hit all 3 of them on the edge of the box. It would have to be right in the center. So, how do you want to do this?
I can cast it where I don't hit myself, basically.
Yeah, you could cast it, but if you do it that way, the way that you want to do it, you'd only be able to hit 3, including Galahad.
Okay, I mean, I want to hit as many people as possible without hitting myself. So I thought that was at this area here. Yeah.
No, you would be able to do it. The only thing is if you do it the way that you want to do it, you can hit all 3, including Galahad, but you would be hitting yourself, or you can hit three of them, which includes Galahad, but not one of them. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I hit the guy that's behind Galahad, the guy that's here, and then Galahad.
Okay, so that's just 2 of them. You want to hit 2 of them and Galahad?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, everybody, roll.
Well, you could just hit 2 of them and not me as well, right?
It's okay. He's already choosing, so that's what it is.
Why would you do
so
that?
Everyone, let's, I guess battle started, so let's just roll initiative.
So this is my initiative. Roll first, and then I'll roll
Woo!
constantly after that.
20. Let's go.
People still outside of the battle as well,
16.
or no?
Yeah.
not in
Azura, Tacita, you're not in battle. Neither are you, Andre, but this has just happened in a split second, so you could choose to enter battle at some point, but you would have to eventually roll. So you guys can decide if you want to enter the battle or not.
Y'all should have just gave him the money.
He wanted all of our money, not just some of the
He
money.
wanted all the gold.
Yeah, like all the money. This included the lower amounts too.
Nah, I'll die before that. Fuck this.
I'm pretty sure I can kill
Being
most of these people.
invisible behind this guy, can I surprise attack him? Do I have a free action against him?
Yeah, you'd have a free action.
All
If
right.
you kick him off, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna push him off, aiming for this dude.
Shield master, shove him off the
Yeah.
roof.
Actually, I'm not even gonna push him. I'm gonna shield master shove him off. Thank you for that fucking tip.
That's fine. That's what I'm here for. I haven't gotten open my
All right,
box.
all right.
yet.
So,
I better not die before then.
so wait. What's happening right now? You want to
So,
you want to push him off, Andre?
No, I can't shield master shove because that leaves him in the same spot. I am gonna push him off, and I'm gonna aim for this dude.
Okay. All right. Wait, no. You could just push him off, but to try to make him fall directly there is pretty much impossible.
And in that case, full force, no fucks given.
Cool. All right. So let's roll contested. Roll strength check with advantage.
That one of them wasn't me. I don't know why I fucking showed two there.
Oh, that might have been me. My bad.
Yeah, motherfucker, can you stay off my fucking character? Alright, so that was a 4 and a 2. Jesus fucking Christ.
I thought it was
Fuck
an 8,
fuck.
not a 4. What are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he rolled a 4, 2. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So as you go to shove him, he's caught off by surprise, and he's kind of like he wasn't ready for it, but he's able to kind of flex his muscles just in time to be able to kind of push off of your attempt, and he still moves about 5 feet this way, but he doesn't fall off the ledge like you wanted. And now you have to roll initiative. Roll initiative. Okay, cool. And Tacita, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna enter battle.
Okay, cool. Tacita, roll initiative as well. And then, okay, I want everyone's initiative. So 20 to 25. Nobody? Okay, 15 to 20.
16.
16. What about you, Flame?
At 21.
Okay. So Flame is going up here. The enemy's going first, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Azura, what'd you get?
4.
4. And Tacita?
4 as well.
All right. So, Azura, you're going to be going before Tacita. So, the way it goes is the enemies, Flame, Galahad, Azura, Tacita. And now we're actually going to do your spell first. So, everyone, wisdom saving throw for you, Galahad, as well as... What was that?
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw for Galahad. 2 of the thugs over here.
I will cast a barrier as a reaction spell.
All right. They both fail.
$17 plus 7. Yeah, I make it.
Okay.
They take 14 damage.
14 damage. Hold on. Let me just check one thing real quick. I just want to see what kind of spell Shatter is.
It was a thunder spell.
Yeah. Hold up. Okay, it's a loud noise. Cool.
So how much damage do I take? I take half?
You take half. All right. And
Got
let me
it.
just do their health real quick. So it's 14 damage, you said?
Yes, sir.
All right. Since they both failed. All right. Cool. This is a battle that I was not necessarily 100% ready for, but it should work fine. I'm ready now. All right, cool. And so as a loud ringing noise pops off, all of a sudden their eardrums start ringing, and the loud noise just shatters everywhere. It draws the attention of everyone within the vicinity. So, with that,
Great.
it is now the enemy's turn. So the enemy, just seeing 2 of their guys just drop and take a huge blow, immediately go into attack. So, first attack.
Wait, who dropped? I'm confused.
Yeah, he attacked you and 2 of these guys right around you.
And they're down already?
They're not down, but they took
Okay.
a knee because they took so much damage.
Got it.
All right, cool. All right, well, this is going to get dicey. So they go in on attacks for you, Galahad, and that's going to be like this. What's your AC?
It is 17 plus 5 because I cast shield as a reaction, which gives me a plus 5 AC.
All right, yeah. So as they go in for a whole bunch of attacks on you, still ringing from the damage that they took earlier, they're trying to swing at you, but they all miss.
Hitting an invisible force.
All right, and so that is it for their turn. All right, and then the big guy in front of you, the one who's making all the rules, he goes in for 3 attacks on you. And he also misses as he starts swinging for each one of his weapons. None of them seem to be hitting. And now this guy sees you right here, Zura, so he rushes at you, while the other one, let's see here, what kind of ranged? Okay, crossbow. So they go in for 2 sword attacks as well as 1 crossbow. All right. The last one is a crossbow. That one is a critical.
And
yeah. So as one guy comes rushing at you and he starts swinging with your dagger, you're able to dodge both attacks, Azura, but then this guy over here is able to line up a great shot, and he catches you right in the rib cage, doing 16 hit points of damage as the crossbow goes right into you. And that is it for his turn. And now it's this guy up here. He comes down here and he aims a shot, and he's actually going to shoot it at you, Andre. And he grabs his crossbow. And that's a hit.
Wouldn't it be disadvantage at such close range?
No, he pushed him away.
Oh, okay.
Well, just 5 feet, though, unfortunately. So that's 7 hit points of damage since you're not raging. And that goes right into your midsection. And the last person is this guy. Oh, wait, no, he should have moved in here. I don't know why there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so that's it for the enemy's turn. And now it's going to be your turn, Andre. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk up to this cunt, and I'm gonna push him off this ledge.
All right. Roll me the strength.
Motherfucker. All right, disregard the second one.
2. Yeah. So as you go in to push him, he's actually able to push back on you, and he looks at your giant frame. He says, "You're big, but you're not that strong," and he pushes you backwards.
That's actually weird because the first one was a 13.
Yeah.
Even if it was a 13 plus his modifier, you wouldn't have been enough. These guys aren't the smartest, but they are strong.
17 wasn't enough. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. All right. So now it's your turn. Because his it wouldn't be enough. It's your turn, Galahad. You're up next.
All right, then I'm going to cast the spell Arms of Hadar, which basically means that every you invoke the power of the tendrils or whatever, dark tendrils. Every enemy, all creatures within 10 feet, each creature in this area. So wait. Before I do that, would the what's it called? Azura get hit by this?
Yes.
All right, never mind then. Never mind. I'm just gonna attack then with. I'm gonna cast my echo behind me.
Hold your turn.
Oh, I can hold my turn, I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
Hold your
I'll hold. No, I'm gonna get hit by then. All right, I'll hold my action. I guess. No, maybe. Let me think. Let me just think real quick if I should do that. No, okay. With my bonus action, I'm still gonna cast my shadow or the echo behind the ranged guy over here.
Okay.
I'll drop him in a moment, and then with my main action, then I will hold the spell for Azura to get out of the way. And I will tell him, you might want to move.
Okay, cool.
A little bit away.
Azura, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I disengage and get the fuck out.
Okay, cool.
Can I bonus action or no?
That would be your main action, so yeah, you can bonus action.
Bonus action, healing word myself.
All right, do that. Bam.
And as he leaves, then I guess that would proc me holding my spell, right?
Yeah.
All right, so each of them has to make a strength saving throw.
Sorry, my bad. One second. People just got in my room. Yeah. So it's actually I was looking at the spell. It's a strength saving throw. Yeah. So all four of them.
Yep.
All four of them got to make a strength saving throw. So one thing that they're good at, thankfully.
Yeah, that's so.
What's
So
the
what
DC?
It'd be 14. So would 2 fail and 2 succeed then?
Exactly. Yeah.
Thought so. So the ones that succeed, the ones that fail will take 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until their next turn. And then if they succeed, they take half damage.
Yeah. So roll the damage.
We need to get out of here, I say, in my masculine voice.
Oh, y'all fucked up though.
So 6 damage for
Oh,
both of those
okay.
guys, and then
Yeah.
3 damage for the other.
So this guy actually dies. The big guy, as well as this guy at the back, he both dies, and then these guys take 3 damage. Was it?
Yeah, 3 damage each.
Cool.
Are you sure you still want to do this?
All right. Okay, cool. And so as that happens, they die, and these guys can't take reactions. So now it's going to be Tacitus' turn.
Okay, I'm going to use Firebolt on the remaining guy standing in front of Galahad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, or roll me a hit. Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage. $11. Boom. Okay. Yeah. So as he's recoiling, and you come out of you just from nowhere, seemingly fire just emanates and hits him right across the chest. And as he's recoiling from all the burn scars that he's now developing, as like his skin is charring, he sees you and he says, like, "Where the fuck did you come from?" But he's still coughing on all the flames that you sent his way. So that's what happens to this guy. And he takes 11 hit points of damage. Is there anything else you want to do?
And then with my bonus action, I want to use my cleric's healing word on Izura.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, God bless your soul.
All right. And so you do that. Azura, take those healing points. And now it's going to be the enemy's turn again. So this guy is actually going to run behind you, Andre, and he's going to try to push you.
And that's
Azura, you get 9
rolling
each.
for strength, right?
Yeah. What's your strength? What's your strength?
Thank you so much.
It's an 8. It's an 8 total. Or if you want my strength stat, that is a 18.
Okay, he fails. And as he tries to push off of you, he's not able to do so. So he kind of just stares at you angrily. And that's it for his turn. This guy runs into your range. And now that the both of them are ready and they're enraged, they're going to make 5 attacks. Let me just make sure the bandit... let me see. Does he have advantage? No, he doesn't, but the other one does. Okay, cool. So first off, this guy's going to go in for 2 swings at you on your side, Galahad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ignore the last one.
I don't know which one the last one is.
Okay.
The
That's
last one's a nat 20 then? Is that what it is?
No. This one's on the sides. The first 4 over here. I rolled them in order. So that's a nat 20 and a 19. So that's advantage.
All right.
So, yeah, those 2 hit. As he comes in with his short sword. On the first hit, that's a 6 double. That's 12 plus 2, 14. And then 4. So that's 18 points of damage as he's able to swing and catch you on your side. As the big guy's kind of keeping your attention, he's able to do 18 points of damage. And now this big guy, angered that you've now seemingly killed his brother, goes in for 3 attacks. What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Yeah, all those hit. So 2 attacks with a scimitar and 1 with a dagger. So that's this.
So 8 total? Or no, 8 plus whatever.
8 plus 9. So that's 17 points of damage again. So as he comes in, he grabs you by the shoulder and he starts pummeling you as he's slashing you with his scimitar. And then finally he grabs his dagger and then shanks you right in the chest.
Ah, that hurts.
Yeah. And lastly, there's this person. They're reloading. And so that ends the enemy's turn. And Galahad, you are surrounded. What do you want to do with your turn?
My turn? Oh, I'm bonus actioning going to my echo immediately.
Okay. Where's that? Where's your echo?
It was behind the guy. I forgot to put it there, but where is
Okay.
the echo? Did you?
It's
is
right
it
here.
Deleted? Oh,
No,
okay.
it's right here. So, okay, boom. All right, now you want to switch spots. So if you just switch spots with your echo, and you are now over here. And what do you want to do with your main action?
I am going to use my main action. Oh, if I use action surge, then can I use one? Can I attack with my echo as well, or no? Well, yeah, I can because I attack from his place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you want to use
Alright,
action
so
surge,
I'm gonna use one attack. I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me with my sword.
okay. So roll to hit.
Just rolling to hit. So that's 12.
That hits.
All right. I'm gonna roll for damage. So that's 10 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And so this person is okay. Yeah. So they take. So as you come up from behind him, where the shadow once was, all of a sudden he feels this cut right behind him, and he looks back. He sees you, and he's confused as how you got there. And he takes 12 hit points of damage. Was that it?
It was 10. No, yeah, 10 hit points of damage, not 12.
10. Okay, perfect. Cool. So he takes 10 hit points of damage, and now it's going to be.
Well, I was gonna action surge.
Okay.
And then attack the big guy from where it was, from that point of the echo.
Okay, roll to attack. Roll to hit. 15.
Ooh, nat 20.
That's definitely hits. Roll damage.
Holy crap. All right. So that's 12 points of damage. I double the damage, right? So that's 24 points of damage. Then
24? How?
6 plus 6.
No, you don't
Times
add
2,
your
right?
you don't add your modifier. You just do the base
So
damage.
6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
18.
So
quite a bit.
as this shadow now appears before him, he's a little bit stunned because you were just there, and in that confusion, you grab your blade and you stab him right into the gut of his stomach, and he takes 18 hit points of damage as he staggers forward. You see blood pouring from his stomach, and he holds his wound. And now it is your turn, Andre.
All right, I'm gonna let my kid.
Continuing on with the carousel that he has tried to pull on me, I will get behind him.
Roll strength.
I will rage,
Okay.
which will give me advantage on this push.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
It gives you advantage on strength checks?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll send you a fucking.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Please, my fucking god.
What'd you get?
14.
Not enough. 14 is not enough. And so as you try to push him, both of you seemingly are in this huge competition to throw each other off the cliff, and you seemingly fail each time. And now it's your turn, Azura.
I shoot with my crossbow at the big guy.
Okay. Roll for hit. That's a hit. Roll for damage. It's a +1, right? It's a +1 crossbow.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go.
9 damage.
There you go. So as he's just been cut and he's holding his wound, he's not paying attention. You shoot one, and it ends up one of it right inside of his trap. It comes out the other way, and it's lodged in there, and he withers in pain as a crossbow bolt is caught inside of him. What do you want to do with your bonus action?
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, gotta press these buttons. If Tassa is still visible, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on it. I'm also going to backpedal and turn around to make sure that nobody's like coming in after us.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. So you want to move back here, and you cast Bardic Inspiration, you move back there. Perfect. All right. And what do you want to do? Tacit, it's your turn.
Fireball on the large man.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit. That's her favorite spell, bro. That misses. That misses. Now that he's been looking at your direction after the bolt,
First firebolt.
he's now paying attention, and now he dodges the second one as it comes roaring at him. Cool. And
This
now,
man has a lot of health.
and now, it's now the next turn. This is the third turn. As you guys look behind you, Azura, you notice a bunch of guards now running in your direction who seemingly heard the noise that you made when you cast Shatter earlier. That loud boom that it made drew the attention of a lot of people. And people started seeing sparks and all this stuff flying, so people yelled for guards. And now guards are now running in your direction. So, with that, it is now Galahad. It's it's the enemy's turn, actually. So the enemy, seeing this shadow in front of him, is going to go in for 2 attacks.
All right. They both miss, right?
Let me see.
Oh, maybe not.
Modifier 13 plus. Oh wait, sorry. Plus 4. 13. That's 17. 17 hits.
17 is the armor class. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, hits. So as he slashes, the first one misses, but then he's able to catch your shadow with the second one. The echo disappears.
Ah.
And now this guy comes running this way. And this one runs up to Tacita. And he goes in for 3 attacks as he charges at her. And they all miss as he starts swinging at her wildly from all the wounds that he's accumulated. He's not able to keep his balance all of a sudden. But then he sees all the guards that are behind you guys, and he panics, and he says, "Get out! We have to run now!" And all of a sudden, even though he knows you're probably going to slash her from behind, he bolts in this direction. So, Tacita, you get an opportunity of attack.
Can I just run?
No, you can attack. It's not your turn, but you can't run.
Okay, I try to hit him with my bow.
You mean your mace?
My mace.
Okay, yeah, you can hit it with your mace. You can't hit it with your bow. Okay, roll to hit. What's your modifier? Yeah, that's probably gonna hit. Is it?
Plus 6.
Yeah, cool. That hits. So roll damage.
Plus 3, that's 8.
All right, yeah. So as he's getting behind, you grab your mace and you smack him right in the back, breaking one of his rib bones, and he just kind of stumbles forward. And he just keeps running, and now this guy's also terrified, hearing what his boss just said. So he books it, and you get an opportunity of attack, Galahad.
Ooh, okay. Then I am going to, since I took the Warcaster feat, I can react with a spell with
Sure.
opportunity attack.
Sure.
So instead, I'm going to do Chill Touch.
All right,
Just a
and
plus 6 to hit.
it's a spell save, or
No, it's just attack. It's
Oh.
just a plus 6 to hit. Since my spell attack is plus 6. Ah, okay, so 11.
yeah. So you miss.
Oh well.
All right. No, 11 hits. Sorry. Do roll damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
My
2d8.
apologies. I ain't trying to cheat y'all.
All good. So that's 10 points of damage.
Yeah, so this guy's dead. As he's moving, all of a sudden, he feels 2 fingers just kind of grab him from behind. And all of a sudden, his body, parts of his skin starts to decay immediately. And he falls to the floor as he starts dying. And he fades off. Dead. So, now, what else you want to do with your move, Galahad?
With my movement,
Yeah.
I am going to, I guess, start running, but mention to the yell as well. Do you want to leave or stay? I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm pretty hurt.
Okay, so you start running off. And now we move to you, Andre.
One final fucking try.
Go for it. Roll.
please. Dear fucking God.
Yeah, that hits. That's
At
definitely.
20!
All right. So this time, as you guys are wrestling for positioning, you're jockeying in almost a wrestling match. You're able to shove both of his hands in the air with underhand hooks, and as his hands flush back, you grab both your hands and you thrust him in his chest, sending him flying, almost like a scene from the movie 300. And as he flies, he just lets go of his crossbow and hits the floor, taking I think it's about like 20 feet off the 30 feet. So, let's see how many guys. 10 hit points of damage, and now he's knocked prone as he just lays there completely dazed. And what do you want to do now?
Love that for
Run.
10 fucking hit
You
points.
better run. Turn invisible. And
You
run or
can you
something.
can run in two directions. You can either run down the stairs or you can run straight across these buildings.
Across.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna jump over here and then
Okay,
I'm
cool.
probably gonna jump off and break my fucking legs.
No, there's more buildings ahead.
Ah, okay.
So you're running across these buildings. So we'll just say that. All right, so you've left the map, and now we move on to Azura. Azura, it's your turn.
Run. Just run.
This stairwell here, is it made out of like brick and stuff, or is it like actually like wooden planks on the bottom?
No, it's made of like bricks and stuff.
Is there anything like in this alleyway that's like tall that could be destroyed and be used to like block the path?
I mean, if you can destroy this brick wall, then sure, I guess.
Okay, I'll try it. I run forward.
Where do you run?
I'm running towards the right here, and
Yeah.
then I cast Shatter at like here, hoping that the explosion is large enough to like. You know what? I'm not doing that because I know those bricks are gonna kill me. So I'm just gonna dash. I'm just gonna dash instead.
Okay, all right. So you dash, and
Chase after the big guy.
yeah, you can get to about here. If you're using dash, I'll say you're about at the edge. What about you, Tacita? It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Full action to run as far as I can.
Okay, you're actually able to get out. All right, cool. I'm actually going to mark that as the end of combat, but we're actually going to be in a pursuit mode now as these guys try chasing you. All right. And now let's just move on from here real quick. I did not see this shit coming. That was interesting. As soon as he cast Shatter and I knew it was a loud noise, I was like, oh, y'all fucked up. Why would you?
Yeah.
So, as you guys are running through the back alleys,
Again, bro.
what was that?
I would do it again.
I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. Well, let me see. Can you still do that? Oh, it doesn't matter. So as you guys are running and you're booking it down the alley, you see the guards running behind you. Said, "Stop! Stop!" And you guys end up right here. You're on this end, all right? And even the big fat dude, he just breaks into one of the buildings and he starts running off in this direction, running this way. And you guys end up right around here. Where do you guys want to go? Chase after him or run off in this direction towards this square to get somewhere else?
Is there any way? Well, okay, so we left.
Yeah. So Andre.
Is there any way I could use cast a spell to slow him down while we're trying to get away?
What kind of spell? I don't know what spells you have.
Oh, okay. Can I use Chill Touch again, but to grab and pull him, his leg?
Does
as
chill
he's running?
touch? Does chill touch affect people's movement?
It doesn't say it affects people's movement, but it says it creates a ghastly skeletal hand, and on there is
Yeah.
attacking.
If it doesn't say it affects his movement, you wouldn't be able to slow him down.
All right. Never mind then. We'll just. I guess I'm gonna try to continue leaving as well and going off in a different direction.
Okay, cool. You, Andre, you're actually on this rooftop over here. All right. So you want to go off which direction, Galahad?
I guess down this way
Okay. All right. You want to go through the
and
alley
around,
towards-
around the corner.
Okay, cool. What about you, Tacita and Azura? You guys are right behind him. Maybe like 10 feet behind.
Wait, why are you going in that direction?
I don't know.
Hey, man.
what other
Hey,
direction
hey.
to go.
Hey, so he's already gone. It's a pursuit. So you got to just make your choices. Where you going?
I follow.
All right. Tacita, you with him?
I follow, yes.
Andre, what about you? You're on top. So you can't even see these guys, but you're like right around here.
So I guess I don't want to try to go off the map though. So can we just go in this direction then?
You're in the lead, so you just got to lead and they'll follow. But
All right.
Andre, which way you going?
Can I see these guys at least?
Yeah, if you move to the ledge, you can see them.
Yeah, sure. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna just fucking break my legs by jumping off this fucking building. Like,
Okay,
right here.
roll me,
Yeet.
roll me. Fucking. I'll say athletics. Actually, no.
man.
Yeah, athletics. Athletics.
Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus fucking Christ. Ooh, 24!
Yeah. So as Galahad crosses the corner and you see Tacita and Azura a little bit behind, you just hop out of nowhere like a fucking Goliath smash and you just drop right down, breaking the brick beneath your feet, and then you just start booking it like this giant street. And everyone's just moving out of your way because they're confused as they see this big man running through the streets.
Can I use my level 2 spell slot to cast this disguise self?
Sure, you could. But disguise self, if I remember correctly, only changes your physical appearance, not your cloak.
Right. I would remove my cloak and then cast disguise self.
Okay, and sure. So yeah, you cast disguise self and you change your appearance. What do you want to look like? I
was a white male before. Now I am a Southern European male.
Okay. Yeah.
Color hair and a little shorter.
As you now look like a member of the fucking German special forces, you turn this corner and you stop right around there. Okay, let's say, and you kind of just pose.
Yeah, I start reacting to like how the crowd is reacting.
Okay, all right, perfect. And as that happens, Andre, so what do you want to do, Galahad? As you're running in the front area, which way do you want to go?
I would love to use minor illusion and then hide myself in a crate, but I know that'll leave the other two people screwed.
Keep in mind, there's still people around.
Yeah, I was gonna hide around a corner where there's barrels and stuff, and people weren't.
Okay.
But instead of doing that, because I know screw everyone else over, let's keep going east towards. Yeah, just keep moving east, I guess.
Okay, cool. So as you guys run up here, and Andre follows, Tacit, are you following as well?
I follow him as well.
And what about you, Azura? You staying there?
Where's the crowd going? Because I would be following.
Well, the crowd is kind of dispersing. It's just people just at home chilling. People at the market. Some people are just sitting by the water. So everyone's kind of just like looking on. They don't know what's going on.
If there's people in the crowd walking in the same direction those guys are running, I would be casually walking as well.
No, nobody's running in the same direction. There's some people like moving out of their way or moving away. People are just kind of frightened because they see a giant Goliath who made a lot of noise, and they see Galahad just running, bolting at full speed, and they also heard the big guy earlier break through some of the walls. So everyone's kind of frightened and confused.
Yeah, then I would be acting frightened and confused and like trying to like.
Okay, cool.
Subtly into that direction.
Okay, cool. So all three of you are now over here while Azura stayed behind. And then you see the enemies start to pop up around the corner. And you see them way behind you back there. Right where you guys initially were. So as they come running out, let me just put Azura over here in this corner. And then I'll put Tacita down here. And I will put also... You could put your own character down, Galahad. Where do you guys want to go now? You want to just run off the map? Or do you want to hide?
Yeah, we were trying to. I think if there looks like there's a place to hide, we would definitely hide.
I would have preferred to drag Azura by her fucking scruffs with me, but since I'm that far ahead right now, that's not a possibility. So I'm gonna just run off the map and leave that fucking pussy.
All right, boom. So,
is there a place to hide at all, or is it just seem like it's not?
I mean, you could certainly try. There's back alleys to your left. There's a garden, back alleys to your right. Like second floor, also on your right. If you go up the stairs, there's also a garden on your left.
Then I'll say as we're running to Andre. Andre, we'll meet at the Rusty Nail. Just get away as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
Outside. Don't be seen, and then I'll go down one of the alleys and then cast minor illusion to put myself in like a barrel or crate.
All right, you are a barrel.
Next to other ones. Is there any other stuff like that around?
Yeah, there's like barrels and boxes around. Yeah, there's like debris trash. Cool.
I'll hide in them.
All right. Okay, and what about you, Tacita?
Okay, I'm going to turn that corner and I'm going to use my disguise self to transform myself to look like a smaller woman About 5'4", average build.
Okay. And where do you want to go?
I would just say where I was. Go around the corner, say where I was, and just act like I was just there.
Okay, cool. And Andre runs off. Okay, all right. This has been interesting. So now we are going to stop the chase right there as the guards are now just piling around trying to figure out what happened. I'm just going to stop that right here. Because I
Oh,
don't
you gotta
want
get rid of the backslash. There you go.
Yeah. Then let me just bring something a little bit different just to chill things out because high-speed chases are a little bit much.
They are.
And so as the guards are starting to pile into the town square and all the people are confused, they're asking, hey, where? Where did you see them? Where did they go? And the guards are kind of looking for information. You can hear all of this, Azur, since you're close enough. And all the people are just confused, like, we don't know. They went off in that direction. And the guards start looking around. They start running off towards the eastern part where everyone ran off towards. What do you do, Azura?
I would like to take this moment to try and calm down now that the guards are here, and try and assess where I am in town in reference to the checkpoint. I would like to know if we've passed the checkpoint or not.
Yeah, you guys have passed the checkpoint.
In that case, I would basically start making quiet talks to myself, going, "Oh, thank God the guards are here," in my masculine voice, obviously, and then I would start heading towards where as the crowd is starting to settle down. I would start making my way towards where the Rusty Nail is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you head towards this northern exit, which leads towards one of the different neighborhoods, which eventually can lead towards where the Rusty Nail. And as the guards approach and they come around this corner, they stumble upon Taz in a disguise form, and they see this old lady who's kind of a small frame. Says, "Hey, have you seen any of the people involved? The ones who were running through this alley?"
People running in a city, I see that every day.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about a big man, about 9 foot tall, giant, not someone you would normally see here.
Well, where was he running to?
He ran out this alley. He went straight ahead from what we understand.
So then you know where he went. I didn't see anything.
Fucking old ladies. So useless. And they start running off in the back alley where they think Andre went. Two of them go off in this direction, and they start looking through the street. And then, can you roll me a stealth check with advantage, Galahad?
Sure. So 15
Yeah.
plus. Oh, okay.
You're good. So as they walk through the back alley, they start inspecting some of the boxes, some of the stuff, and they can't find anything. Nothing seems out of order. So they run past you and they just bolt off. And it seems like the worst of it is past.
All right. I am going to just down whatever drink I have with me and start mending my clothes
Okay, cool.
and tending to my wounds.
All right. And now all of you have separated, but you guys seem to all want to be heading towards the Rusty Nail.
Mm-hmm.
That
For some fucking reason.
Seems like everyone has decided on that's going to be the meetup point. It's interesting that you guys all separated. You guys are currently, I'm going to just point you guys on the map where you are. You guys are now right around here. Okay. Azura, you went off in this direction. Andre, you went off in this direction, and two of you stayed right over here. But the Rusty Nail is just over here. So everyone can eventually meet up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end today's sessions there. And then when we resume next week, we're all going to be meeting up at the Rusty Nail towards the entrance. But some of you will be there a little bit before the others. Cool?
Is there any way? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry, you have questions? Feel free to ask.
I was going to ask if there's any way we can take a short rest before getting there.
Yeah. If you guys wanted to be able to take short rest, that's not an issue. You guys have taken such a long time, so you guys are all on your own, hidden. No one's suspicious of you at the moment. So if you want to rest inside your box, you can. Andre, you ran ahead so far that nobody's able to catch you right now, so you should be fine. Cool.
Okay, cool. Works for me.
All right, so that's where we're gonna end today's session. Man, every time I do a session with y'all be making the craziest choices. I didn't think you guys would interrogate the prisoner or anything like that. It's just been funny to watch.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I'm having to adjust on the fly, so it's a little bit fun for me.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
We'll,
It's
we'll
fine.
stick more and more with what you.
You
planned
rolled a
next
20.
time.
You rolled a 20. Like, what am I going to do? You guys charmed the fuck out of the man, and you managed to get a lot more information about what's going on within the city, so that's cool. And, yeah, you guys are realizing how big the city is, right?
Yeah, it's humongous.
It is, right? It's fucking crazy how large this stuff is. But the wrestling nail should be fun. I'm curious to see what's going to happen next week when you guys get there.
Mhm.
Does anybody have any questions for me?
No, I don't think we do.
No.
All right. All right.
I guess
Well-
unless the audience has questions for you.
Oh, the people on YouTube? No, I think it should be fine. But we are going to end today's session there. And for the folks who are watching on YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks around the same time. So that's it for me. And thank y'all for watching.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, man. That shit was crazy. Stream's